Oh, am I live? Hopefully I'm not. It
We
says
hit a
I
one. Okay, we're live. And I'm not in comments. I always do that.
Oh yeah, I know.
I
I
forget to
forget
go over
when
to
I'm on
comments.
other
Hey, there
people.
they are. Now I see
Yes.
them.
See, Bridget's here. And I felt so silly that I forgot to mention you in my people that tagged to answer those questions from Bridget. So my video
You
today,
didn't good.
I didn't mention you. I did put you in the.
Oh, I haven't got it yet.
No, that's fine. I tagged you in the comments. I
Okay.
said, do it if you want to do it. There were a couple people. Hey, pal.
Hi, pal.
Pal is thinking
Bridget.
about making a blanket, right? Because you've just been doing amigurumi, but you're thinking about doing a blanket now. Is that right? This is this is my little nemesis right now. My sleeping bear.
Are you going to be able to do that and talk?
Some, not a lot,
Okay. Oh, what
but
happened?
at least it's not as tangled. Well, maybe it is. I was gonna say it's not as tangled as my baseball diamond got, but looks like I just need to spin it a little bit.
Well, you're only doing two colors on this one right now, right?
Well, yeah, and there's three. It's a black and a brown, but I know that's probably impossible to see the difference.
It's pretty. It looks fuzzy.
This is
Yeah.
gorgeous. So this is the ice cream divigation in colorway dots,
Okay.
and it's
I've never gotten one that color. Mine always has colors in it,
like
greens
the
or pinks or something.
deep colors. Yeah, this here
Yeah.
I'll show you a ball. There goes the brown. Here's the ball. Look, with my
Yeah.
fur sticking out.
Yeah. I normally wouldn't pick that. It'd be too boring for me. But for
I
what
think
you're doing, it's great.
appearance with the idea of I needed a kind of more of a neutral,
Hmm.
but it's striping so nicely. I like it a lot.
How big is the wizard's robe, Bridget? Is it like full size? That that's a lot of
Witchy
Wednesdays.
Wednesday is. Oh, hey Linda,
And
working on my Witchy Wednesday project. Are you just making a doll to match your? Which I think it is. I think it's
it's a doll size. Well, that
doll.
sounds better. That's a lot. That'd be
I
big.
think so. If I'm remembering, Bridget will correct me if I'm remembering that wrong. So I'm gonna just while we're I dropped one of my balls, and it wasn't even an F bomb. Just dropped a brown ball. No blue balls.
No blue ones today.
No blue balls today.
Hubby's gone to work. Not yet, right?
Not yet. Um, in about an hour, give or take.
Pals thinking about making a blanket. Ooh,
Oh, thinking
you
about it. Okay.
March mosaic. I went out and did a search for mosaic so that I could actually see what it is. And she said we can't make anything little, so I don't know if I'll be able to play
I don't know if she keeps going back and forth.
because I don't want to make a commitment to something big. It's
I
not going to get done.
Right. I've told her I probably will do dishcloth sized or that.
There's
And,
some stuff out there that's like for beginners. It only has like just the two colors to give you a taste of what it's like,
right.
and it's something that I might do to make me feel like I can finish it.
Well, and the biggest challenge I have now is like literally today, I got commissioned to do two more cats. You remember the little cats that I did?
Uh huh.
So I got commissioned to do two more cats.
Oh, nice.
So, but I said I have to get this done first, and they're
Yeah,
like, "That's fine," because I think this baby is due in about 3 weeks.
your bear and the ladybug.
Uh,
The
yes.
bear and the ladybug. Yours has to get done, and the ladybug has to get done. Is it a ladybug? Oh, strawberry.
Oh,
It's
Camille Strawberry.
the bear and the strawberry. That's what I'm thinking. It was red.
Yes, her strawberry. That's so lovely, but I also get it's the sewing the squares together. That is why I've
Okay.
never done one like that. If I'm going to do something that's got the squares, the closest I'll ever get, I guess. Where does this yarn go? All the way at the other end. That is why there was a problem. Um, and there's
I'm doing squares, but they're these big ones.
Right,
This is
that I
part
don't
of,
mind.
this is part of my WOW project for this month.
Oh, nice.
He has a scarf that's got all these big squares on it. And I took one of my balls of this Hirschner sparkle yarn, and then I've got this nasty Red Heart Super Saver white that I'm making, and I'm going to alternate them and make a scarf, maybe with a pocket on it, and then
Nice.
put those little hearts on it, the puff hearts we made from Bod's pattern.
Yes.
And that's going to be one of my projects. So I need to make 3 more white squares at least. So I want to work on that.
My cats are still playing with that bod heart.
You keep drugging it up, they'll play with it.
They do. They pull it out of wherever the heck they're hiding it.
Hi, Deb.
I needed
Nice
a
to
bigger
see you.
clamp. Hi, Deb. I need to get my stuff clamped on here better so that I don't have to do this. So excuse me while I find some yarn that went down on the floor. Maybe it'll find the wax. It's in the same vicinity, I think.
You can end up with wax on your project, and then you'll have them both. That would be
There you
nice.
go. There you go. So I'll move that so you can see.
Oh, can I ask people about something?
Yeah, do it.
If you guys are doing my quick and easy project, send me your pictures. If you haven't yet, I'm not taking screen grabs. I'm getting my video put together. So
I haven't sent you that one, right?
I don't remember.
I don't think I
done
have.
7 weeks already. I don't remember all of them.
Yeah, I know I sent you at least 2, but I don't know if
I just took pictures of mine today so that I can upload them and get them into the correct week. But yeah, I want to put a video out for like the first 6 weeks or something and get that over with. But fortunately, it's not 30 people playing.
Right,
like
you only have a handful.
Like the Mystery Yarn Challenge, it's a big production, when I was making videos. This is not too bad. So
Right, because it's not as involved and you don't have to have the before and after and all the other pieces.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but it was kind of intense.
I think with a full-time job, it became too big, right? Basically.
Well, yeah, when you're doing something, a hobby, anything, and you're not looking forward to doing it,
right. Then you know it's not right.
What you should be doing anymore.
Right.
So yeah, but I dug out all my projects and took pictures and cleaned out my craft corner. So I only have stuff over here I'm working on now. I can grab something. Don't have to get up.
Okay. I'm just trying to get my yarn organized for this corner to corner. I will show you what it's supposed to look like. I'll show you the design. I did link the inspiration. Most of the graph is from the Etsy pattern. But I put it in Stitch Fiddle and adjusted it.
Thanks, Deb. Okay, hi, Long. Is Long the
Long is Chuck.
Chuck, yeah, that's the one I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
Now Pow, yes, I have something going on. It's called a Quick and Easy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And every week I pick a project off of my Quick and Easy playlist that has 400 items on it. And then I just put it up on my playlist. And I'll get it up there today before we're done. I'll put a link to the playlist, and then you can go take a look and see if you want to make any of them. You pretty much, if you want to make any of them, it's fine. There's no prizes or anything, but
it would be perfect for you, especially Pal, because you've done just Ami. This would be a good way for you to do shift into dishcloths and blankets. So I made.
Oh yeah, there's stitches, and you can do anything you want with the stitch.
This is from one of them. I just made this dishcloth, but the problem was I used really thin cotton. So
was that the back loop only?
Yeah, that was the back loop.
That's a stitch. I made a hat out of mine.
Half double, yeah. And I made a dishcloth, and then I made. Where's my blue dishcloth? There it is. I made this dishcloth
that was week 2. That was Creative Grandma.
Yeah, and I did it as a dishcloth instead of a hot pad. If you're going to do a hot pad, you do both sides. So yeah, do check her Quick and Easy out.
I'll put a link. I'll make a note. I'll put a link up in a little bit.
Yeah, put a link to the playlist so she can check it all out.
And all the projects are on the playlist, and then you can
there's one that Lori linked Allison Russell, Allison with one L.
Oh, I love her.
I love her patterns. I
Just
love her
got
patterns.
to subscribe to her channel. She has the
Yeah,
Scottish
and
accent,
just listen to her.
and it's adorable.
It's just like Tracy from Crochet Rocks, but different because one's
It's
British and one's Scottish, and you really hear the difference. But yeah, I could listen to Allison Russell all day long.
and she has tons of things that are just
And
great little
she makes
projects.
it so easy, and she's good about.
She
Because
does.
in the UK they use different terms, so just be heads up on that. But she's really good about making sure you know which.
No, pal, the playlist will be the quick and easy playlist that I'm assigning projects.
She'll say which one of her randoms that she chose for each week.
Yeah, the ones that are the week, it'll say which week it is, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's the one that I picked and I put on that playlist for you guys to make. So that'll be the ones you can just pick whichever one you want if you want to make them all or you want to make them. There should be 7 weeks already, I think. I put them out every Wednesday.
I definitely think I wanted 4.
So yeah, there's some easy ones, a hair scrunchie.
Oh, that one I didn't do.
I did. I only had to do 2 rounds. It was pretty easy.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was more just because I had so many other things going on.
Right. And they are quick and easy. And you can be the judge if you think it's quick and easy. But there's 400 on my main list that I use, so that I pull from.
Yeah. She'll have it all laid out. So if you want it to be in the slideshow, I would recommend doing the ones that are the more recent weeks, and then you email Chef Lori.
I would not put your stuff in there if you wanted to do stuff. It's something you made. I'd love to put it up on my.
That's true.
In my little movie that I make. If you make something, yeah. I do that with other people. They send me stuff. They don't have channels, so I add them in when I do slideshows and stuff. I add their stuff in. Deb does that all the time.
Yes.
So
I like Deb's Instagram because I get to see it that way too.
Yeah, I had too many weird people notifications on my Instagram, so I had to shut it off.
I get that.
I got that when I was doing all kinds of other things, and I had lots of weird people on there that I don't watch anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Pal, blankets take a long time. Quick and easy is handy sometimes if you just want something to get done. You feel like you've done something.
And I love the look of that, right? Doesn't that look so nice?
It is pretty. Isn't that the stitch that
the creative one, I think.
The single triple? That was the hat.
No, that was the
first one.
That was the hat that my granddaughter took. I don't have that anymore.
That's the stitch that Camille's using.
That is a great hat. If you want to try a hat, week 1, quick and easy, do that.
The week 1 turned out really well.
Love that one.
Teacher Lori, do you have a challenge going on?
Do I? No, I'm just, my challenge is existing every day. I just the fact that I've actually gotten, I think in the entirety of 2025, I've gotten something put out every single day is miraculous. Because up until probably December, maybe November, but I think December, like if I had twice a month, it was good. Maybe once a week. So my challenge is just making sure I'm doing the yarn management Mondays, which is crafting kitty. Existing. Good. Chuck, you and I, we're existing every day. Yes. So yarn management Monday, and then I'm doing it Tackle It Thursday, but another yarn Shannon, it's Tackle It Tuesday, but I moved it to Thursday because that's what works better for me. And this week's Tackle It is this. I did
you can record them anytime you want. And just
I do. Yeah, that's what I did. I did part 1. This is where I'm starting. So if I manage to get a few rows on it this week, and I don't have to babysit at all. Last week I had to babysit 3 times. This week I just did my normal Tuesday, and that's what it messed me up so much as far as like I didn't get stuff done that I wanted to get done.
I think that's going to help. Take advantage of that. No more screaming kids this week.
Yeah, well, my kid, that was a whole different thing. That was the birthday party. So technically I was with my grandchildren for 4 days this last week, which my grandkids were not the problem. My grandkids do not scream. It was their aunt, that's a whole story. So
yeah, that's in another video.
that's why, yes, you can see that. You can see that.
We saw
that. Yes. Happens when you marry someone significantly younger. That can happen, right? As you know, Lori, right?
Yes, my husband was 20 years older than me, and me and his daughter had a baby at the same time.
Yeah, so very, very
We
similar.
did.
But you didn't do it deliberately. That's the difference.
No. Mine was on accident. Hers might have been too. I don't know. But she had a partner.
So, yeah, no, my daughter said, "Hey, we're going to be trying to get pregnant." And then the stepmom said, "Oh, okay." And then decided to get pregnant then too after they'd been married for several years.
Oh.
My daughter really appreciated that.
Yeah.
That's different than, I mean, your circumstance, that happens. And it used to happen because people would get married so young until maybe their oldest child was already married and in their 20s and having children at the same time. They were still having children. It used to be, it just would happen, right? But I do have a friend who got pregnant in her senior year. So she was very pregnant at graduation. Her senior year of high school, and 4 months later, her stepmom, who was actually fairly close in age to the dad, had a baby, got pregnant and had a baby. And but it was a total accident. So they enjoy those boys. So my friend's son and then his uncle, because that's who it is, love freaking people out with, "Oh yeah, this is my uncle," because it's funny. I just don't know if that's going to be the same for my daughter's kids and their.
Well, it's kind of a novelty thing, and it's not almost
Right.
Nothing's taboo anymore like it used to be.
Right. And again, if it wasn't on purpose, if it just happened and they had been trying, because I know, I do feel for my ex's wife. She did have some miscarriages and stuff. So. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you could have a baby at 52. Holy moly. Woo!
Who did that? Who?
Chuck's great grandma.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Woo. I've known 47, I think is the oldest I've personally known. But wow. I'm 54. I cannot imagine.
Wanting to take, oh no. That had to be just because your body, obviously.
Yeah, she probably thought she was, because the people I've known, they thought they were already done, and so they weren't taking the precautions.
Yeah, you get to a certain age and you think it's over, so you hope it's over.
Depending on your culture, maybe your culture is you just keep having babies till you can't have babies, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I can't imagine, but that wouldn't have been for me. 13 and none. Okay, so part of it was cultural to some degree. 13 kids. I didn't know directly, but I indirectly knew a family that they kept having children because they wanted to have a boy. They had 13 girls.
Oh.
I'm like, they're okay. Pow, there it is. That's that playlist. Go save that.
Yeah.
Save that.
That's the challenge. That has all the videos in it for each week, and you just make what's in the video if you want to play along.
So if you want to give that very first hat a shot, it is very straightforward, and it's part of Camille's cardigan.
Yeah,
is a piece of that stitch.
The single
she added
triple.
To it, but yeah,
it adds a little ball.
It
makes a little ball. It's cute.
It gives this texture. I can find a picture of that. Hold on. One moment, please.
My husband was one of 11. He was the oldest of 11.
Oh,
and the youngest one was my age. So she was having babies for 20 years.
Well, that's the same as my husband's ex. She is 20 years younger than her oldest sister. So. And I think there's only 6 in that family.
Well, also along the way in that generation, you had there were twins, there were deaths. Sure, there was more babies for sure than that, and only so many survive.
Okay, there's my hat.
There it is.
Again, my granddaughter absconded with it.
It's
But
soft and fluffy.
it is because I
It's
used,
so
what did I use?
pretty.
Colorama Halo.
Lana.
Colorama Halo in the beet color, BEET, the vegetable. 21 year. Yeah, there you go. Phew. And then your youngest. Wow.
Lots
Yeah,
of
see,
babies.
I did know somebody who it was somebody I worked with. His dad was 32 or 33 years older than his mom, and so he had grandchildren older than his youngest, well, like more noticeably than my ex, but like grandchildren that were older than his kids, like his youngest kids. So yeah, it's, families are families, whatever it is. Oh my goodness. Wow, Chuck. That's a big family.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the potholders. Yes. How honestly, grab yourself some cotton. Now, if you're doing potholders, make sure it's 100% cotton. So like this, sorry about that. I love this particular cotton for dishcloths. That's what that's made of. That particular colorway.
Isn't that beautiful?
But this is supposedly a dishcloth. I don't know who in their right mind would use this as a dishcloth. I mean, if you're going to put that much work into it, that wasn't that easy. It was just because you have to count more than I'm used to counting. Because like once I do a row, I'm used to just going, but the short rows is a whole different ball game. It's not hard. I just messed it up.
Hey, Dad, did she have more than just the 3 sets of twins, or she after the 3? Did she have, were they at the end or something? How did that work out? Because that's 6 kids already. I would stop, but back then they just didn't do birth control, and they just
No, right? They
they
didn't have
didn't
options per se.
not usually. They just did it all the time. The men did what they wanted, and that was that.
Right.
That's how it worked.
And some women's bodies would just keep getting pregnant, right? Not
Yeah, my
everybody.
grandmother she lost a couple. She lost a twin baby, and I think maybe a couple more, because when my son was a baby, I was very small because he was breech, and
Oh,
she
that's
didn't
tough.
think he was going to make it because he was so small. So he's too little, he's going to die. That's what would happen to their babies back then. So that's why she thought that.
Okay, let me shrink this down and show you what this is supposed to look like. This is what this is going to look like eventually. The part of the pattern that I added was the dreaming about the different sports balls. I could not figure out how to do a soccer ball on a C2C. I couldn't figure out the shaping. I was like, I tried so many times. I'm like, no, we're doing a football, a baseball, and a basketball, and that is going to be good enough. Now, if I'm over it by the time I get to that part, that will just go away, and it will just be the bear.
Be dreaming of a fish.
That's true.
Bears eat fish.
Dreaming of a fish. It was just they were going to do animals in sports, so that's why I did that. But yeah, we'll see. 14, 2 stillborn. So Catholic. We Lori and I were talking about that before we went live. That's part of the Catholic culture.
Yeah.
Catholics and Mormons, it's not so much anti-birth control as like part of their philosophy of like having children. A picnic basket, you know what? That would have been perfect, Chuck.
Oh, yeah.
If I did I could do it. Put a picnic basket there instead is what you're thinking.
Oh, that would be cute. When you get there, you can decide.
I can make decisions, yeah, because again, this is just on Stitch Fiddle. Look, and I can just change that. So stitchfiddle.com, you can take an image and put it in, and it will make you the graph and tell you how. And what I do is I change the color. So those are the rows I've done. Oh, let me make it a little Okay. So you can see the portion I've done, which it doesn't look like much.
No.
So I've done, let me zoom in so I can see how many rows. I've done 36 rows, which, sounds like a lot. If it was my baseball diamond, I would be done practically. But no, this is 88 up and 105 across. So yeah, I probably, we'll see. We'll see what I do. I have a feeling I'm going to make major adaptations. Especially because now, did I say the thing about the cats after or before I got commissioned to make some cats? Did I say that on the live or did I say that before?
You said that on the live.
On the live. Okay. Yeah. So now I have cats to make. So this might just be a bear. Or I could, how many rows? I don't have that many rows into the bear. I could just say, let's screw the bear, not literally. And
No, it's called screwed the pooch.
yeah, right.
Screw the pooch.
And put in, I could pull those rows out. It's not that many. It's really not. It's only.
You can make it look like a different animal. You haven't done the face yet, right?
I haven't. Well, I was gonna say I could pull it back and just do the sports balls.
Yeah.
So I might do that and then make it smaller, more reasonable size, because that's too dang big. That's definitely too
You do
big.
it more like a stroller size blanket or a car seat.
Yes.
Blanket.
Yes.
That would be like what, 2x3 or 3x3. It's not too bad.
Because okay, I'm gonna pull this one up. So this one was the one that my aunts were fighting over at Christmas. They both wanted this one, and this is only. It was plenty. It was perfect lap size, and this is only 40 by 45 squares. Cool. That's not like inches.
So you're saying the one the bear's 80?
88 by 105. Oh. I need to change it.
Yeah, that's huge for a baby. Yeah.
So we're just gonna. It's all gonna just be different. I'm gonna make the bear go away, and I'm gonna just do the sports balls kind of spread out, and maybe, see, I can't.
We go back to Stitch Fiddle and mess with it and see where you want to.
Yes.
Where you want to put it.
And then, because I only would be pulling back 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 5 rows.
Unless you could work that into it somehow. But
I'd at least have to pull the brown back. And maybe make it a field. Like a football field or a soccer field or something. No, because I couldn't do a soccer
ball.
Yeah. I could do a football with a brown, right? Big football in the middle. I might be able to do that.
You could even surface embroider the lines on it if you needed to.
Yeah, well, I didn't do that which obviously I've sent off the baseball diamond. Mm-hmm. But with the baseball diamond, I just built it in. If you do it on the diagonal, it's easy.
Somebody's got their. Do I have my channel on? Is it me or is it you?
I don't have it on. It's on me.
It's on you, okay?
Because I don't have have a license or whatever to.
I have your YouTube on here and here. Okay. There we go.
So Camille, I don't know if you missed all the drama, but it sounds like I'm just gonna say, oh, Dorothy, hi, Dorothy. Dorothy lives in Australia. Dorothy ...
Oh, Dorothy, hello.
Yes. So I met her. Did I meet you on Wow, Mary, or did I meet you on Ginny and Knitting with Ginny? Ginny, Ginny. They're both Australians. So I think that's how we connected with Dorothy ... Or did you just show up to Camille's one night? I can't remember. I cannot remember, Dorothy. But yes, I think that Chef Lori's And to clarify, she's not actually technically a chef. She used to do recipes sometimes on her channel. I don't know if it's been a while, but
I used to watch cooking shows, so
yeah.
I just picked the name Armchair
I
Chef,
like the
you know?
name Armchair Chef because I think we all feel that way, right? Wow, it was wow, Mary. Okay. It was Mary. Okay.
And that's before I even did anything, on YouTube. So
My
you leave
ours,
it there because that's your channel, you don't change it again.
I'll show you this. My husband had this shirt made for me. It says, "My life is ruled by tiny furry overlords." That's my cat.
That is true.
Yeah, you've got your life is ruled by tiny furry overlords too, right? But
I stuffed them, I fed them so they would sleep. They're all passed out now.
So let's see. I always go into my calendar when I want to go into photos, and I go into my photos when I'm trying to go into my calendar. Let me find the baseball. Okay, so that's what the Lovey ended up looking like, as the Lovey with the baseball attached and everything. So it came out great.
That is cool.
It was 20 inches by 20 inches almost on the nose.
Is that the one you mailed to California?
Yeah, that's the one I sent to California. And it did get there Friday night. Got there Friday night.
Good.
Speaking of doing the set of twins, oh my goodness. So both of my grandparents, both of my mother's parents were from families of 10. But my grandpa had one or two sets of twins. My grandma, she was the youngest of the 10, and they both grew up in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. And my great grandpa, my grandma's, my mom's dad passed when she was, I want to say like 11 or 13, somewhere in that vicinity. Again, she was the youngest. And when she graduated high school, their town wrote a newspaper article about my great grandma because they were like, all 10 of her children graduated despite being.
Wow.
Yeah. So
usually they end up having to go to work.
Right. Well, so what? So my grandma talked about it. My grandma talked about how she coped. She took my great grandma took in boarders, did people's wash because you didn't have washing machines back in the 30s.
Yeah.
1930s, that is. Not 1830s, just to clarify. But still, in the 1930s, you didn't have washing machines, especially in a small town. So my great grandpa had been a large animal vet. So that's the Kansas thing, though. He was very educated. And then, interestingly enough, my grandpa, so my mom's dad, half of his family was teachers. Several of his siblings, and again, he was one of 10. He was kind of more in the middle. I think there was only one set of twins. I don't know if there were any miscarriages there. I know that there were a couple miscarriages before my grandma, and they thought my grandma had been stillborn. So he just kind of yanked her out, like with back in the day, she was born in 1927. Yeah, see, my grandpa would have been 100 years old if he was still alive this year in May. But so he pulled her out because I guess my great grandma had a couple miscarriages before her. Well, she wasn't stillborn, so she was left-handed, but it's because he jacked up her right arm, pulling her out.
Wow.
Because he wasn't gentle, because he assumed. So it's but other than that, she was pretty healthy considering. Like I said, they wrote an article about her mother because if you think about that in the let's see, when would she have graduated? I think it says 1943 is when she graduated from high school. If you think about in the 30s and 40s, 10 children in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, all graduating from high school, that's a big freaking deal.
But they also probably were all in the same school,
Right.
Everybody, it's one school out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
So the younger kids are getting the same education basically as the older kids.
Right. In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It's just that culturally, because of where they were, like a lot of kids at some point were just having to go work their family's farms or those kinds of things.
Yeah,
And my
that
grandma was able to make it work, so they were all able to go to school.
my my parents or my grandparents on my dad's side from Nebraska, and
Okay.
my grandpa had a mattress making business. I found his order book in the
Oh
stuff
yeah.
that my mom had from my grandpa. And so it had said how much he used to charge for the mattresses he made
Oh huh.
and who bought them and his orders. And they must have made plenty of money because they had lots and lots of pictures. They had,
Interesting.
yeah, they had a camera. And this was back in what, the 1910s and 20s.
Okay.
And they had lots and lots of pictures. So they must have made plenty of money. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had a camera and had a lot of pictures. There's pictures of my grandma sitting in the back of a covered wagon going across the country. It's just
That's cool.
crazy. Yeah, and he had one of those wagons that was on a stamp. It was on a postage stamp. It was a really old wooden wagon. Very cool.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to.
Oh, I was going to say, Pal, if you need anything, you can always email me if you have any questions.
Yes,
about any of that.
yes. Email her. Oh, and
You
you
can
put
just
your weather
email
in. It was kind of cold this morning, but I think it's actually warmed up. Let's look and see what Denver says.
We were warm today. It was like 40. I never thought I'd say that, but yeah.
I know it feels so warm after it's been so cold.
Yeah, 19
Yeah,
is a little
it
chilly.
is still really cold here. It's 7 degrees.
Oh, you're colder than us.
So tomorrow it'll be nicer.
Well, we had
in the
clouds come
yeah.
through and drop some rain the other day, so it warmed us up a little bit.
So
But
Camille, that even happened in the 70s and 80s, I think. But anyway. So yes, Pau, and definitely that first hat is super easy. But if you want to go for the hot pads or the dishcloth, just with a hot pad, it must be 100% cotton, and you're going to want it two-sided. With a dishcloth, it's okay to have the Dollar Tree. Do I have any? Yes. No, that's not Dollar Tree. Well, that still qualifies though.
they have just cotton from Dollar Tree, right?
Just cotton from Dollar Tree. It has 15%, but this big twist cotton is also,
I think I have some of that. I just saw it in a bag.
yeah, 85-15.
I
So
use stuff like that
great
for like coasters because they are absorbent, but you're not
This
putting
is good for a coaster
really,
or
really
dishcloth,
hot.
but
Yeah.
not a hot pad. It will melt.
Yeah.
So 100% cotton for a hot pad, but dishcloth, face cloth, mug rug. I have that too. That was my wow.
Cup cozies. You could make a cozy to go around your cup with stuff
Around
like
your mug
that.
and absorb the.
Yeah.
I made a bunch of those. I was thinking about the different things I've made that were like that. One time, oh yeah, that's totally true. What was I trying to say? I lost my train of thought.
Your cotton, what you were making with it.
No, I was going to
That
change
wasn't it? Oh,
No, because my brain squirrels around. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. And y'all, thank you for encouraging me to paint some more, because I did do that painting based on, I showed you all that. So that was that a short? I think that was a short that I did with my painting.
that thing you were holding?
Yeah.
I haven't got to that yet in my playlist.
Oh, you didn't get that?
Well, I can't add them to my playlist as a short. I have to go into my subscribers.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't got down to it yet.
Oh, that's okay. It's
Eventually,
like
I'll get
it's
to
a
it.
quick one, but it's cute. And I did not use a tutorial. I think that's the first time I did no tutorial at all. I just looked at other people's and then just kind of put it together.
That's cool. I have to watch somebody to copy it.
I always have. This is the first time I've done that.
That's neat.
And the yarn ball, I still would like to do a little better, but it's decent. You can tell it's a yarn ball. So I'm happy with that. I can't show it because it's for somebody and I added something to it. So if I showed it, then, you know, then it would give away. I got to wait for that person for me to send it. I almost have that package ready to go. I have three packages I need to send, small packages. The little bookcase. Yeah, here. Did I miss why you aren't crocheting? Okay, well, let me tell you why I'm not crocheting. Because
Who's that, Camille?
no, Megan.
Megan.
Because I decided I'm totally changing my plan, and I'm gonna pull this back, and I'm gonna just do sports balls or maybe a football because this is way too big, and I'm never gonna finish this on time. So I'm gonna sit here and redesign this. Oh, so that's what happened. That's why I'm not crocheting, but here it is. I only have to pull back a few rows to get back to this. Then I'll still have these same colors, the black and the brown, and I might not do regular white. I might. Did I put some white? See, I have bags of yarn that haven't been used yet. Let's see. Oh, I put some white in here, so I can do regular white. So this background yarn is ice cream. It's Lion Brand ice cream divigation roving yarn in the colorway dots, and that it just naturally is striping like that. It's kind of looks a little pink on the screen. It's closer to lavender, but barely lavender. And Camille recommended that when my husband comes in, he says everybody like and subscribe with his putting on his accent. What do you think? What do you think? He thinks he needs to do that?
Good idea.
I think he needs to do that. I'm going to stop the cam just for a minute, but I won't mute.
Smoochy, smoochy.
Everybody like and subscribe.
Yes, right away.
In the morning.
Thank you. I love you.
I'm Nikki.
See, he is really from another country originally. You can't always tell, though. He doesn't always. He pretty much got rid of his accent because it made it easier. What the heck did I do? How did I managed to get the white tangled up in there. There we go. Because I'm gifted. So the real answer to your question, Megan, is because I changed my mind. I changed my mind. And I was going to, I brought it up, momentary. I was going to put together my pieces for my cardigan for Camille's challenge. Let me show you. All right, because they're all done. But it was laying on the couch, kind of ready to go. I'll just keep pulling them out. And yes, I did lose it, Yarn Chicken. I did have to open the second cake. I weighed it. I used exactly 1.2 ounces from the other cake, which is freaking obnoxious.
Yep.
But this is all the pieces. I had them laid out, kind of ready to go. And then the dog laid on them.
Oh.
And you can tell I took pictures. He was very comfortable. He was very comfortable. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to be nice and comfortable.
That's it. You're going to really like that sweater then.
I'm going to be very nice and comfortable in that. So instead of crocheting, I'm going to be redesigning. So I can kind of show you how I do that, I guess. Would that be helpful? Would you guys like to see
that would be
design?
cool. I've never used that at all. That would be nice to know.
Okay, let me see if I can figure it out. How I could put it in through my webcam. Let me put this back up. Yeah, because it's something I've talked about. Hi, pal. So I'm talking about and Kimberly is new. Or maybe you have been here and I don't recall. Nice to meet you, Kimberly.
Hi,
Wait,
Kimberly.
maybe
Didn't
your
see
name
you come in.
doesn't seem familiar. Why does your name seem familiar? Have you been on Camille's? Is that maybe why? Let me see if I can. Let me see this. Extra camera. Whew. I might have figured it out, guys. Oh, I have to upgrade to do that. Okay. Let
Do you
me.
use 2 cameras? They get you. That's $40 a month for this stupid.
Right, for the
thing.
professional. Yeah, see,
Yeah, I'm not paying that.
I can't justify that.
The only thing you can do is open up another account with StreamYard, and you can use it on 2 different devices. That's what people do sometimes instead.
So let me, you know what? I do have StreamYard on my account that's associated with my email. Let me do that. Let me try this.
Open them both up. That's who was it? I think Thrift does that. I think she has one in her name and one in her husband's name.
Okay, so
Somebody does it.
I'm going to click the link I sent to you, Lori.
Okay.
We're going to try this. We're going to try this, but I'm going to change my settings to the web camera.
Would it work with a different browser? Maybe if you used a different browser, you could log in with your email on that browser. Does it automatically log you in, or do you have to log in?
I had already set it up.
My stuff always logs me in automatically, so I don't usually get a choice.
Okay, and I just changed which camera. So let's see. Is it gonna? Okay, it's an echo. Hold on. So this one, am I gonna mute that one? That's the echo, yeah. Hold on a second. Let me go here.
There should be another person coming in then, a third window, a third screen.
There you go.
There you go. That's how you do it.
See if I mute that one. Is that better? Yeah. Is that still echoey?
It's still a little echoey. Yeah, just have to mute something. The device. Turn the volume down on the device you're using. Is it a browser?
Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay, I got it. Let me go over here.
No, not that one. You just muted both of them.
Is that good now?
There you go. That's better. You're good. You're good.
Better?
Yeah, because the other one's muted and you're not.
Okay.
There you go. Now you can teach everybody else how to do that.
Okay, so I'm in stitchfiddle.com. Oh, I know what I need to do. There. Can you guys still hear me? Okay. Okay, so I muted my computer is what I needed to do. So I wasn't hearing myself and everything. Anyway, but you guys can hear me just fine, right? Okay.
Yeah, we don't. The mute
So this
is on
is
the third one.
stitchfiddle.com. It's a free account. I do not pay for this account either. There are some things you can do if you pay for an account. So I took a picture and adapted it from the Etsy. It's in the description box from the Etsy. I added all of these sports balls. So I added all that. Oh, that is.
I don't know if anybody else can see that. It's kind of washed out.
Let me dim this a little bit.
Maybe the brightness on the phone.
I'll do this. That doesn't help you. You guys don't need to see all my notifications. It's horrifying to my children. Okay. We'll pretend that I did not show you all those notifications.
It was too quick.
Oh, now it's too dim, right? Oh, okay.
That's better.
So I go into stitchfiddle.com and then I go to my charts. You can see my charts that I've done. I've done a lot of cute charts here. This one's a project for later. I've made that one. I've made that one. I've made that one. I've made that one. This is for later. I've made that one. This one this is the one I fully designed and did a tutorial. This graph is included in my tutorial videos. Um, and this Camille, everywhere where it's the darker yellow is actually popcorn stitches. But I have to do the reverse popcorn, lower the brightness on your phone. I did that once, but I'll do it more. Is that better? Yes, that's better. Okay. All right. So I will be relying on the comments because, again, I muted my computer, so I have no idea what anything said, what I sound like, but it definitely fixed the echo for me. So anyway, so that's all popcorn stitches, but because it's every row, I had to do reverse popcorn stitch. Why don't I just show you what reverse popcorn stitch is? So maybe I'll do that. But I love corner to corner. I don't know. I don't know, guys. What do I do, y'all?
I'm doing a corner to corner single crochet.
So let's go with the.
It's
Let's go with the
March's Creator of the Month. I found it.
Hold on. Okay. Let me put the volume really low and see. What did you just say, Lori?
I said I'm doing a March's Creator of the Month, single crochet corner to corner. I'm going to make a pillow cover.
Oh, I've never done a single crochet corner to corner.
It's going to be interesting. It's quite easy. I had blanket yarn sitting here, so I grabbed it and said, let's try this. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, that's the center pole. All right. So which designer is that, March's?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't ever remember.
Unique Stitch Designs. That's who it is. I sent Camille an email to tell her about a project I saw that she had mentioned something about. She has some interesting things. I saved a few of them. Or whoever it is, a guy, girl, I don't know. I got tired of my poncho, so I wanted to do something else. I worked on that poncho about 6 hours one day. I'm like, okay, that's enough.
And then you're just over it.
Let's move on. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Something else for a little while. Because it's for Decade Divas. It's not till the end of the year.
Right.
But if I wait till the end of the year, I know I'm not going to want to do it. Do it now while I want to.
Right, definitely.
Is everybody still buying Joann's yarn, or did you take a break since they're not closing?
I bought what I wanted. I haven't gone in to see if some of the stuff I wasn't able to get was available, but I don't know.
I know the closest store to me is they're keeping it open. Our big one that's been in there. There's a Target next to it, but the one on the other side of the mountain is closing, and another one somewhere. Oh yeah, in the old part of town is closing. But I do have one, and it's
one that's on my way home from my daughter's when I babysit, so it works.
Yep.
Because I have one that direction, which would be north from my house, north and a little bit west.
I'm hoping the quality of the employees will be better too when they cut it down to just less stores.
And maybe they'll be able to actually appropriately staff.
Yeah, that'll be nice too. They never did recover after COVID. I think it just blindsided them. They just never did know what to do. I went to one store to do a pickup order, and she said, "Did you get an email?" I said, "No, but I'm in the area. Can I pick up my order?" Well, we have 200 in waiting. If you want your stuff, go pick it out and bring it up here.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what she told me. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Because if they're not going to fill the orders, they're not going to have it when they fill it because it won't be in stock anymore. That's not real good business.
Right. No, there was a lot of bad business practices.
They had a lot. Yeah, they have. They need to really get somebody in there to straighten them out.
That was the wrong end.
They're shipping. They're wasting money on their shipping. Whoever's doing that's not doing it right either. You know, the crochet community is keeping them in business
Right.
now. They really are.
And then what's really bad about Joanne specifically going out of business is they're the only ones with lots of fabric options as well. If you're a sewer.
Oh yeah, that's the best place to go to look for the. I mean, I don't go with Michael's anymore, even for anything.
Right.
But it is close to me.
Sorry, I go to.
So I would go in there once in a while, but
I'm not on camera. There. Sorry.
But they have a crappy yarn selection in my Michael's. But the crafting stuff they have good for other crafting things. They're pretty good.
Yes, I did find. Oh, now this is. I actually got this at Joanne. I walked into one Joanne because I actually have two on the way from my daughter's, and I got diamond painting instead. Oops, try it that way, and it's that.
Oh, the Christmas vacation house. Yeah.
And I got this 40% off. So I think this was $12.
Nice.
And it is 16 by 12. It's a big one. Well, big one for me.
Well, you don't have to get it done until next Christmas, so that'll be nice.
Right. Like eventually I'll get around to working on that. If I stop having things to make for people. I'm just doing a double crochet foundation row because I need a double crochet foundation row before I start here. And then I'll show you. You know, just for fun, I'll put a regular popcorn and then I'll put a reverse right next to it.
Yeah, I know. You showed me what that was, and I thought, wow, that was very cool. That way you can just go around in a circle and do the same stitch.
Right.
It'll look the same if you just go in a circle. It's cool. Like you make a basket or something.
Okay, I'm going to do a standing double crochet. Trying to get in exactly the right spot, which is I chained one and then basically make a single crochet, go through the legs, pull through, make another single crochet. So it's a standing double. And then I'm going to do a popcorn stitch in here. And I'll do 4. Camille is doing 4, right? 4 double crochets for her popcorn.
I think so, yeah. Unless it's not.
4, because I've done as little as 3 and as many as 5.
Hi, Kaylee. It says you were here, but I didn't see you.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So regular popcorn, you pull up that loop. One, they're all in the same stitch, so it's a little different than that corner to corner situation. So I can see I go in here, and this is a regular popcorn. I go in the front, pull it, and I like to put my finger in there too, Camille, and then pull that loop down. There's my popcorn stitch. And then you go right in here. I'm going to do a double crochet next to it.
Bridget's critiquing you. Bridget's critiquing you. Bridget says you're doing a stack double, not a standing double.
Is that what it's called? Okay, what's a standing double? What's the difference?
I don't know.
Is that twisty thing? Because I haven't figured that out yet. Stack.
Warm,
you're right. It is a stack.
39.
Is the standing the twisty thing?
12.
Okay.
I don't use them, so I don't know.
So this.
She will
so
say.
our popcorn came out toward me right here, right? So I just did my 4 double crochets. I pull up my loop. But instead of going forward in this one, I'm going to come backwards in this one. And grab the loop, stick my finger in that hole, and pull it. And now that puffed out toward the back. Now, in the normal situation, you would want them to be facing the same way.
She says standing, you do not chain one. You just turn and do its double crochet.
Oh, okay. Okay. I've seen people do some twisty thing that they do. I don't know. Anyway, so see, this popcorn was regular. And the only difference is literally I put it in backwards and pulled that loop through.
So that will come out towards you. If you do it the other way, it goes on the back side.
This one went to the back side.
So depending which side you want the ball,
Right.
the bump on.
A regular,
Okay.
I'll just do a regular double. And then, so a regular popcorn, we go through the front, right? Let me do 4. I feel like I keep going off screen.
I get confused when I do that and I have to figure out whether I'm on the front side or the back side. I don't know. To me, they're interchangeable.
Well, it's
Whichever
so
side.
obvious with a popcorn stitch. So
No, but if I want to make up my own pattern and put my own stitches in, what side do I want it on and how do I get it there? That's kind of some of the
right, that's part of
issues
that
I still
stitch though,
have.
right?
I do like to make up stitches once in a while, and
So
I get bored.
regular popcorn, we go in the front. This is what Camille's showing.
Move it over a little bit, just a little bit,
and pull it through.
Move it over.
And it would, oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Right here? Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's you go in the front, you grab that loop, stick your finger through, then pull that loop through, and then go to your next stitch. And it pops out toward you.
That puts it.
If you want it to pop out to the back, you go backwards toward. So you come toward you and pull that loop.
Okay.
And then it pops to the back. So see, this one's popping to the front, sort of. You can only sort of see it. And then those are popping to the back.
So you could do a back and forth and they could all end up on the same
and that's
side.
what I did on the honeycomb.
Yeah.
So then it's every row has some pop stitches. But yeah, it really is that straightforward.
That works good on the fillet stuff, huh?
Hook in. What's that?
If you're doing the fillet things, that would work good on that. Instead of the holes, you do the bumps, right?
Exactly what I did.
Yeah.
One where I did that.
That's right.
Because for babies, you do not want them to have holes everywhere. Fillet is not good for babies.
Yes, Bridget, I am.
And what do you working on?
There's some very high-pitched feedback coming through, and I'm not sure from where.
Okay. I'll go way down. Is that better? No?
It's just there. Well, I ring in my ears anyway, so like.
Is that better now? Because I muted it?
No, when you're talking, it
Still bad?
does it only when Lori talks, or does it do it when I talk?
I muted my computer. I don't know what you're saying.
Even when nobody's talking, it's coming through. Okay, now that other camera's muted. Mute you and see if it goes away. It could be just a combination of the two or something. I don't know. I can mute me.
Wait, let me do this. I may or may not be able to show you, but at least I can show you the reverse popcorn stitch. It's very straightforward. Here is that honeycomb blanket actually worked up. Oh.
You're not hearing it, Lori?
No, I really can't. Sure, you can kind of see. Yeah, I can hear you now. Because I have to turn my volume off on the computer.
Okay.
But the noise is good now. There's not a high-pitched noise anymore. So, So maybe it's coming from there. I don't know. See, I'm super echoey if I turn my computer volume on at all. Yes, I'm using that mic, I believe. That could be it. Hold on. It could be because of this camera. That. Thank you. Thank you, Megan. I think
I don't think it happened until you turned on the third
it did.
person.
Okay. Just a minute. I got it.
Oh, that's better. Oh. Something happened with that third. That was weird.
Let's see if is that any better? Nope.
Does that device need to have a microphone or you can mute both of them, right? I mean, the microphone and speaker doesn't need either one, right?
Hold on. Let's see if, nope, that's not better either.
I have to experiment with this.
So this is better. I did a mild adjustment. No, it's not better too. Okay. Let me, if I go down to about, see, is that okay? Or still hearing it? Still there. So if I do that, does that fix it?
Talk.
I'll give it a minute. I may just have to exit out of that other
I
one.
can hear it when you're talking. Sometimes when you're not talking, I don't hear it. So could it be the microphone? The microphone that you're using on your main one?
Because I can't share screen, right? I can't hear.
Take the other one out and we'll
Like that
see if it
problem
goes
with
away. It's got to be because of that third one, right?
Is it better when I muted my computer? No.
Put it in
So
the
it
lobby.
wasn't just better. Now it's bad again. Or
Take the third one, put it in the lobby and see if it goes away.
say it again.
The third one, put it in the lobby. Take
Like that.
Yeah. Do we still have it?
Still there. Yeah, no, I think it is too. I think it's this mic. But I think it's only because I added the other.
Maybe. Because I didn't notice it before you added it.
Let's try this. Is it still back? If I do it that way.
No. And we can hear you.
This is good?
Yes, that works.
Okay.
Because we can hear you through the other one.
Okay. So I muted this one, the
Yes,
me.
that's where the problem is then.
And then I made this one.
And we can hear you on that one. And it's just barely squeaking a little tiny, teeny bit.
Teeny bit, yeah. I'm
just
keeping my computer volume very low, but enough that I can hear you. So
it's not
thank
much.
you for stopping by, pal. And please look at that playlist.
Thanks, pal.
I think it's ideal for you to do something small or different. That project number 1 hat is fantastic. I love it. Okay, let's see about designing this. All right. Okay. So I need to figure out in part how many. Let me go back. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Stitch Fiddle. Is that brightness jacked up again? Maybe a little. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go to my charts. I'm going to add a chart. And then this is the free version. Oh, it's saying I have to delete. That's fine. Just a minute. One moment, please. So I have too many saved. Let's see what I can delete. I can delete that one.
Oh, you're only allowed to have so many on a free version?
Yeah. So I make sure I load the graph to my Google Drive when I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Unplugging the mic. Are we still having issues with my mic?
It's not as bad, but
It's good now. It just squeaks a little bit. Okay, let
bad.
me take this volume a little bit more, my computer volume, and let's see if that fixes it. I just need to be able to hear Lori. So, okay. Is that
Do I
better?
need to say something so you can hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay. All
I have to listen, but I can hear you.
right. Well, I won't talk much. I'll let you talk.
No, that's all right. Well, right now,
Talk about
okay,
your
so
thing.
delete that too, because I'm not going to use that. All right. So I go in here and I click +1. And then, oh my Lord, what is up with that brightness? Whew, that was brutal. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So these are the options we have. Oops. I picked cross stitch by accident. So we're starting over. I'm going to pick crochet, which is first. And then I'm going to choose corner to corner. Oh, it's not focusing. Come on, camera. See if I could just do it on the computer and share the screen. That would be great. But you could do that in Zoom, right, Lori?
Yeah.
Ooh, they had one for diamond painting in here, Camille.
Oh, they must have added that, huh?
Yeah, so you can design your own.
A lot of people are doing that.
So corner to corner. And then I always say no preference on yarn. For any hexagon.
I was watching a lady today and she said the numbers on the diamond painting are the same as the stitch, the colors codes.
Oh.
Are the same as the cross stitch. So you can use the same numbers.
Interesting.
Color
like embroidery floss colors?
Yeah, those numbers. If you want to.
Interesting. I've got a whole pile.
Turn a diamond thing into a cross
the
stitch.
ADD and me has to follow through with that.
Something like that.
Squirrel time.
I don't know nothing about cross stitch except it looks too difficult for me. I like easy stuff. I like results.
Where's my embroidery floss? Did I take it away? Gosh darn it. Sometimes my efficiency is not helpful. No, there it is. So let's look. Okay, I'm gonna move this for a sec so you can all see that diamond. And over here are numbers. So these numbers right here. Yeah, cool.
Do they look like it? Like what she said?
Huh. Interesting. I have some of these numbers in this embroidery floss. I have not opened that yet. So I want to try my hand at micro. That is why I have that. We shall see, though.
Oh, the micro crochet with the embroidery floss?
Say it again.
The micro crochet with embroidery floss?
Yeah.
That's hard to say.
I have the. Where did I put them? Yeah. That one's not super small. That's 3.25. I have a much smaller.
Oh yeah, you have all those little ones.
Smallest I used is 2.25. No, that's clips. Well, they're here somewhere. My little tiny crochet hooks. They're somewhere. Oh, there they are. So let's look. Look at that one. This one is 1.25. Sorry.
Wow.
That's 1.25. That's not even the smallest one. Let me
This
find a
looks
smaller.
like that hook they used to go through your nose and pull your brains out. The Egyptians.
Say that again.
No.
Okay. I'll have to watch the replay.
Did it?
This one's 0.5. You can hardly even see the hook part. It's there, but it's tiny. Tiny. There it is. There you can see it. That's 0.5 millimeters. So half a millimeter.
Camille, do you have yarn picked out for your Hexicardi? They're so much fun. I'm having so much fun doing mine. It was so much. But use the same hook on both sides. It
Whose
helps.
challenge is the Hexicardi? I forgot.
K&K Crochet.
Say it again.
K&K Crochet.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yes.
it's not timed. You can, you have plenty of time to do it. It's like a year challenge, so you don't have to have it done by a certain time.
My ring light is part of the problem too. Let's just do that. There. Okay. So I clicked in and I chose corner
Hi,
to corner.
Thrifty. What's Thrifty's name?
Say it again.
Thrifty's name. She's here.
Sorry, what's that?
Thrifty's name is what? She's here. What's her name?
I don't know Thrifty's first name.
Aw. What yarn are you using for yours, Thrifty? Because I used God, what is it? The halo, that color on my halo. Pink and blue, purple. Where is it? Oh, I moved everything.
The purple on the outside, red on
Purple
the inside.
and blue. Then I made a hat to match. And I made a scarf. And then I made a hat to match. And I made something else. And my poncho, I'm making a hat to match. I'm gonna have hats to match everything. I like that. I like doing that. That's kind of fun now. You should. You could do it. It's just a circle. You could make one row of popcorn, or just do it in the corners, going down the corners. Do a popcorn on each side, going down the edge. Whatever you end up liking. That would look cool. The way that I did mine, I was able to reduce the size of the sleeve on each side so that it wasn't quite as big. I didn't have to do it wasn't as big as it normally would have been if I kept going. And I only made it 3/4 length. I didn't make it bigger. I didn't want a big old bulky arm sleeve.
So now I'm editing my colors. Obviously, I don't want.
I haven't done my dance yet, so you haven't get to see it. I have to pick out a song.
What other color? Oh, I needed red. Darn it. That's all right. I like this one red.
Did you pick an item to put in it? Do you have to pick?
No, I'm going through an empty graph, and so now I'm picking colors.
But you don't have an item yet, so how do you know what colors you want?
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do those sports balls.
So do you have to like import the balls or do you make the balls
I'm going to make them.
yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to show, I'm truly showing you how I would design on here like I did the honeycomb. This is how
Okay.
I'm designing.
Okay. It's not something, a prefab picture you put in there
Right.
and then pixelates it for you.
This time, right.
Hi,
This
Tina.
time I am doing, let me make that like, okay. So you double tap on the color to change the color. I want this color to be, to represent that background, that one there.
If you want to make that one bigger, you can take me out. It's fine.
What's that?
If you want to make that bigger for people watching on their phone,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
you can take me out. It's fine.
So go to this format and go. Okay. So I'm editing the colors. So what I need for balls, for football, I need that brown. For basketball, I need that orange. That yellow, I'm going to use to mark the colors as I go. This kind of minty, barely mint. I need to go more centered. There we go. And closer. Okay. So that's going to represent the dots that I'm using. So I'm going to change this bright green. I don't need that. So I double click it. And then I click color. And let's see, what color do I need? I've got red, white, mint. I just thought of it. What was it? Oh, I need black. Okay. Because I need outlines and stuff. The pink, I'm going to leave it there in case I need it. I do need actual white. So now what I do is I select whatever color. So let's say I want to start with the football. I'm going to select that brown. And I'm going to make this go bigger. And then I'm going to look at the edge. Okay, here's the edge. Let me see how many rows I can go with the one that I'm changing. Let's do 1, 2. Oh, gosh, I'm having trouble counting. I always have trouble counting. It's just my fact of it. Okay, right there.
I think that sound's gone. I haven't heard it. It's pretty good now.
So it looks like I can go to row 26. So I need to just make sure. I'm going to kind of mark row 26 with this color. So I just click the color, and then I'm going to go across here and fill these in.
Did you say hi to Frizzy B? She showed up. I didn't think you seen her. Tina's here. Frizzy B's here.
Who's here?
Frizzy B and Tina.
Oh, Frizzy B. Oh, hi, Frizzy and Tina, Julianne and Tina.
She's redesigning her
I
Beyblade.
am designing my own corner to corner because I realized the design I had for this one was way, way, way too big. So I'm trying to design it. I'm designing it on stitchfiddle.com, and I'm showing how I do that. But I'm designing based on not wanting to pull back from every row that I have of this color here. The colorway, this
Save as
colorway
much as you can.
is ice cream roving divagation roving. I can't remember which way. The colorway is dots. So I'm going to wear that solid. And so when you design it yourself, you pick the dimensions. So this is how I did that honeycomb blanket that I showed you. There is a tutorial for it. And it includes my Stitch Fiddle graph. You can just click the graph and approach that however you want. What I did, where the browns are on that, they are popcorn stitches and reverse popcorn stitches. So I'm just coloring that in. Okay. For the sake of not wasting all of your time, I'll show you the rest. Okay, so that's all going to be green, that minty green. Okay. So I was doing it wider than tall because I was picturing football. So let's put a football up here. So how I'm going to do that, I'm going to I pick the brown, so I clicked the brown, and then I'm going to put a football shaped.
Oh.
And I just click the color I need. Am I happy with that? Do I need to go a little further? I might need to go a little further. So if I make a mistake, I just go back, go white, click back to the brown.
I'd like to do that with diamond dot and not have to crochet it. That would be
absolutely
nice. That would be cool.
Okay. Let's see how that. Nope, that's not good. Let's go one more.
No, I don't hear it right now either. That noise.
I think what I did fixed it.
Okay, good. Okay, Bridget's gonna go eat. Enjoy. Bring us back some when you're done.
That's too oblong, isn't it, for a football? It's close, but it's not quite right. Or what do you think?
Once it's brown, it might not. I guess
it will be all brown. I just oops.
Yeah. Well, you got to put white lines on it, right? Oh, once you put the hash marks on it, we'll know exactly what it is.
Okay, so it's a good enough shape. Okay, so I am going to just fill in the brown all the way. Literally just poking those dots, those squares.
Because then you put the little stitch marks.
And then I'll put the stitch marks on.
Yeah, everybody will know what it is then.
I have to look at how I did the basketball on the other one.
Now, setting it up like this, I understand it's designed corner to corner, but can't you go straight across, back and forth also?
Yep. You call that color work in here. I specifically chose corner to corner, so it's going to give me dimensions based on that and stuff. But
yeah,
you just choose color work if you want to go straight across, which is what I will. Hold on one second.
That's what does this do the mosaic too?
Oh yeah, you probably could. It might even be there as an option. Hold on, I'm gonna title this real quick.
Okay.
Why is it not? Oh yeah, I have to click edit chart, and then it will let. Why is it not letting me give it a title? It's fine. Okay, so the laces on the football, they go like this, right?
Yeah.
How many are there? Does anybody know? Any sports fans out there?
That looks good.
Does that look right?
That looks like a football, but you need more point on the left unless it's hidden.
Yeah. Let's look.
Oh, there it is. It was hidden.
Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to go. I think there's supposed to be a white there and a white there. Does that look right now?
Yeah, that looks good.
Can somebody verify if they know about football? 16 laces. You'd
have to make that
so really 16 really this direction.
Do 16 of them.
So 16 uprights, according to the Googles. So 4 is proportional, right? It's a 4th.
So you need to be proportionate. How many balls are you going to put on it?
Fine. Let me make sure I'm happy with the shape otherwise.
Bye, Camille. See you later.
Oh, Camille, you're going?
She's got to go do some driving.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why she was like, she's probably not going to do a Tuesday night live at all for herself. I mean, she did one this afternoon, but I'm nitpicky. I'm trying to decide if I want to pull that in one. No, there's something I don't like about it. No. Okay. Actually, I'm glad I made that mistake. So if I want to add a row or delete a row, I just double click in that row, rows or columns or whatever. I thought you, oh, no, they like sports. They wanted sports and animals, or sports or animals. I tried to do a soccer ball and could not figure it out. I could not figure out how to do a soccer ball on this, but you
But
can.
soccer balls, aren't
rows
soccer
of
balls
columns.
already pixelated?
Say it again.
Aren't soccer balls already pixelated? Sort of. They're hexagons.
Yes, but I couldn't get it to. I might be able to. Well, let's see. Because I think I'm going to do. Let me shrink this down a little bit. I think I'm going to do a basketball right here and a baseball right here. It's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I don't know.
But you don't have to do just the balls. There's other things in the sports.
Yeah.
You could.
I mean, I could.
It's kind of hard now to
I could just do
redesign the whole thing, but
I
there's
suppose.
equipment, there's symbols. What's their sports team that they like?
I don't know.
Oh,
She was a basketball player in high school. It's a
hmm.
former student of mine that's having a baby.
You can't always depend on where they live. That's their favorite team.
Right.
Yeah.
I cannot assume they're Broncos fans or Nuggets fans. I cannot assume that.
Oh, that would suck if you were wrong.
Right. Right. But this is, like I said, this is how you can do it. So I made it the
Yeah.
size I want. It's only going to go up to 30.
And you have room for more balls on there.
And I have plenty of room to put a basketball right here. So that's going to be the orange color. So let's see. Where do I want the basketball? The circles are a little trickier.
You could put "Go Team" on it. You could put words. Anything.
I could. I did think about doing like a field. I got to fix that. So I do. This is how I did the honeycomb. I just kind of messed with it till I liked it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't love that. Don't hate it. I'm going to fill this in, and I have to put black loops on this. So the black loops on this, on a basketball, I know that does not look very circular. I probably need to make it bigger, is the problem. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So yeah, this is honestly how I designed the honeycomb. And
Hi,
this is
Liz.
design your very own design without having to pull in a picture. But the other thing you can do with Stitch Fiddle is pull in a picture. Okay, I messed that up.
See, what I was thinking, they do the diamond paintings. I could take a picture of my dogs and
Yes.
put in a diamond painting.
Yes.
That would be cool. And then it does, and then you just tweak out the colors a little bit.
That's not right. That's closer. Okay.
If you just showed up, Lori's redesigning her blanket on Riddler.
Yes, on stitchfiddle.com.
Stitch Fiddle, there we go. She's
And I just have
demonstrating,
the free version now. I could have, if I had.
demonstrating her thought process and how she's doing this. If you have any
So
suggestions,
right now I'm doing a basketball.
yeah.
And I set it up as a corner to corner, but if you want to do single crochets back and forth, then you choose color work. Not that it really makes any difference. It just makes a difference in the dimensions.
That looks a little better.
That does
More
not look
rounder.
round. How can I make it look round?
Well, it's always going to have corners because of the squares, right?
Yes.
But when you're making it, you can do
Oh my
half
goodness,
squares,
what did I
right?
do? How can I undo that? Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let's try this. No, that's bad.
But when you're crocheting it, you could do half squares, can't you?
I don't know.
Make it rounder.
I do. I don't know what I just knocked off my counter. It's every time. Okay. Let's see if once I put these little black parts in, if it looks better. So the black on a basketball. Oops. I needed to go one more. Okay. So I definitely need to adjust these dimensions.
Doesn't it do that on both sides and then have a line across the middle or something?
Yes, it's going to
Is
have
that what
one
it
in
looks
the
like?
middle. So I just got to get it squared away because I messed it up.
Yeah, I don't.
Yes, you're correct.
Only from memory. Yeah, I'm definitely not. Well, that looks good, rounder, more rounder.
It does look a little rounder. I think it helps with that looks
I
curved.
think the smaller it is, the better it'll look too.
Say it again.
The smaller they are, the better they look. The bigger pixelated things don't look as good as the smaller ones.
Yeah. So when you see how it's looking,
Mm-hmm.
that looks pretty good. I'll finish the basketball here. Just have to make sure I have the right dimensions. So I went 1, 2, 3. So when I'm trying to do something symmetric, I do one and get it the way I want it to look. And then match it. And I have the same problem over here. So I have to add.
Linda says there's a way to do rounded or half squares, but she doesn't remember.
Okay, so there is a way.
So there may be there could be a help menu or something. Or an FAQ or Google it.
Yep. You get to see all my little frustrations. This is very normal for when I'm designing. Okay, and then we need one down the middle, right? Where's the middle? Oh, shoot. I have an even number. I almost need to turn it to the side. Ah, shoot. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do to fix my pattern because I don't like that it's not right. So I'm going to move the one space. Oh, orange. So yeah, this is honest to goodness my process. So you're seeing my thought process so that it all matches up. And that looks better. Let's see, white. Yeah. Come on. White does not white. All right, no, that's what did I do? What did I do different? It looks really wonky now.
Is the line supposed to touch both sides, or is there something? I don't know. What does a basketball really look like?
Basketball image. Oh, that's why. Look, there's another line.
It crosses. Okay, you have one that goes across. That's why
it looks really weird.
I
think I need to get rid of this row as well. Oh, that looks real weird. Mm-hmm.
Do you have orange to use?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
right here. It's
Oh,
like the perfect color, actually.
oh yeah.
It's got it is basketball orange because it's got just this little bit of an undertone of brown. Actually, I think the laces. No, it looks black, right?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, I need to play with that a little more to get it to look a little more rounded. But
Got a head start.
it's almost there. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just play with it for a second. It looks a little better.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That looks better.
That looks like it's
It's at least,
used to.
and when I go like this, it definitely looks better, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, you guys are seeing like honestly how I go through my process when I'm fully designing. Been
Now,
a while
now
since I did a gnome C2C. So you could, I know you have patterns you're using, right?
now I have another question.
So you
What if you want it somewhere else on the
saw
blanket?
the gnome fillet blanket. I'm like, ooh, I would love to do that, and with the popcorn stitches where the fillets are, because you can choose fillet on Stitch Fiddle as well. So yeah, again, it will convert your picture. Let me just show you that.
Save it. Make sure you save it.
It does. It actually automatically saves. I can't.
Oh,
I
good.
do not know why I'm having the brain fart and can't figure out how to change the dang title. Is it edit chart? Yeah. See, it's just I don't know. It does automatically save. That is one thing I like about it. See, it's there. It's there in my list now.
Okay.
Which one was okay? So this one was done in single crochets. That was all single crochets
That was done across in singles.
across, back and forth, tapestry.
Oh wow.
And that is, let's see, it is 144 wide, so 144 base chain or whatever. Because I don't think I knew foundation single at that time. And then how many tall? Let's see. Oh, for some reason, oh my computer came unplugged from the wall. So let me fix that so we don't totally die here. There we go. Everything should be okay now.
There you go.
Let's see how far up this goes. Holy moly. 100. So it's 144 by 144. I did it square. Theoretically, I think a single crochet is wider than it is tall. Is that correct?
Somebody knows I don't.
But anyway, 144
I'm doing it right now.
across and then 144 rows up. It was crazy. That took forever.
That's big.
Okay, let me look at this sleeping bear. Yeah, we're pretty close to the look. See, I didn't have the full laces on that. The basketball looks almost the same though, huh?
Yeah.
And then the baseball I had to do kind of turned at an angle to get it to look right. So let's go back my chart. Okay, knocked something else off my table. Startled myself. But yeah, that if any of you are interested, again, everywhere where it's dark, those are popcorn stitches or reverse popcorn stitches. And this graph is available if you go to my tutorial. I have timestamps in it. I show how to do each thing, and it is written in Word timestamps. So, oh, on your tension. Okay. Thanks, Megan. But yeah, this graph is available on my website if you're interested in doing that. You could do this as fillet as well, like instead of popcorn stitches. Obviously, that would use a lot less yarn. So, okay. So just a baseball to do. So we get to do something round again, but smaller. Okay. Let's put that. I'm just going to kind of. Yeah, that's not quite big enough. We'll just go out one more. I don't know. We'll see here in a sec. I've got some white to put back in and fix. Yeah, I got some adjustments to make here. All right. No, I do not like that. All right, and this is going to take red. That's pretty close. Yep. Yep.
So how do you make a white baseball on a white background?
So it's not a true white background. Remember, it's
Correct.
I will do actual white.
Well, okay.
I will do actual white yarn, but that's why I'm outlining it in black.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to. Oops. Oh, it must be 12 and a half minutes still. My cuckoo clock just went off.
Hey, you're right. Mine says 13 minutes, which means it should be 12 and a half.
Yep. It's goofy. It's so funny because I figured out it wasn't 12, but it was definitely very close to 13, but less than 13. So that's pretty good. That looks pretty round, right?
Oh yeah, that looks around.
Okay.
But is
now,
it the right
to do
size
this-
for your trim? You know, your stitching.
Say that again.
Is it a good size for your stitching?
Yes. It's big enough that I think I can do the red stitching. I just have to click the right. So I have to kind of do it sideways to make it kind of look right. It doesn't quite look right. Let's see. Because you know the baseball structure is just different. Okay, there it is. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I think it would be easier for me to, okay, I'm going to do something kind of crazy here. I'll show you how to do this. Now, I'm going to have to go back in and change that white, but that's better than going in and putting all the greens in there. So what I do is I click on the white, or double click, sorry, and then you go to color. Hold on, how do I do this? There's a trick to it. I don't remember. No, that's not it. Merge. Okay. So I go to merge and then I choose, I want to merge. It's labeled purple, which obviously it is not purple. So everywhere where it's white is now going to become that mint green. And it just did it for me.
Okay, there you go.
But now I need to go back in and I need to add white.
So
And
you'll
then
make the background a color that the other stuff will show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because there was a lot less white to do.
Yeah, with the bear.
Than the other. But yeah, that's that. You guys got to see the design process. This is an attainable goal for me now.
That was painful.
It's done. And hopefully, and it gives you options because again, it literally gave you a diamond painting. Oh, I was going to show you how to add a photo. Let me do that. So this is,
Do your thing. Make sure you get your thing done.
say that again.
Do your thing. Make sure you get your thing done. I don't want you to
It
get.
is, it's done.
Oh, okay.
It's literally done. So like, look, it's right there. It doesn't show the whole thing until you click in. Let me squish it
Okay.
down. That's what it looks like. Now I am probably going to have to maybe I'll put something here because I do know the kiddo's name. Obviously, I'm not going to put that out there in the world. I do know what they're naming him. But I could go in and do that. You know what? I probably will. That's probably exactly what I'll do. I'll just put it kind of at his name right there. And then I don't have to pull, again, not that many rows back. Or I could put the last name. I don't know. I'll put his first name. Or, yeah, I could move the basketball over, huh? Ugh, that sounds like a pain, though. So
I was going to ask you, what do you do if you want to move that stuff? You have to do it pixel by pixel? Or can you just pick up the whole thing and move it?
you know, I could, so what I could do, let's do this, just for the fun of it. How many rows do I have between there? 1, 2, 3, 6. I have 6 rows. I'm going to double click right here. Come on. I'm not zoomed in enough. Come on. Why are you not cooperating with me? Oh, I have to hold it down. That's what it is. It's not double click. It's hold it down. So I'm going to delete some columns. I'm going to delete a column to the, and I'm terrible with left and right, so that needs to be to the left. No, not add, you dork, Lori. It's all right. Calling myself a dork, not Chef Lori.
Okay.
All right. Delete column. Delete column. Delete column. Delete column. Let's see how that's looking. So it's pulled it over.
Oh, so you can sort of move it
Right.
that way. Okay. Kind of by just yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Okay.
It'd be nice if you could do a cut and paste or something.
Yeah, there
Insert-
might be. I
cut and
have not
insert.
done
Maybe
enough
the paid
design.
version. Maybe the paid version has something like that.
Oh, I bet the paid version is way better.
Yeah.
But those dimensions are nice. I can add. So I'm going to add a column over here to the left. So I can go here and I'm going to add a column to the left. And then I'm going to cancel. I'm going to click on the mint and then just go up that row. One of the oranges. 2 of the oranges. It's all right. Because I'm not being super careful. I think there's an undo as well, but I think you have to click in the edit and then, because I have deleted things I want to delete. Come on, why are you not going? Okay, now I need to go with orange. Fix the oranges that I messed up. There we go. Oop, and a black. Black. There. Okay, let's look at that. Okay, so if I put his name here at kind of an angle, that would look good, right?
Now, Megan brought up the fact that they might change his name and maybe his last name would be better to be used. That was her suggestion.
Last name makes sense with sports. Okay. Okay. What if they change their minds about the first name? Yeah, that's valid. And with sports, last name is what they go by, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good thinking, Megan.
Good catch, because she'd have to redo the whole thing if they did.
Right. Hmm.
This creative process. Oh my goodness. That's just as much work as making it.
It can be. I don't know. I mean, because I have this whole section already done, again, I'm not going to pull it out. I'm just going to maybe put the name on it, top stitch it or something. I'll figure something
you know
out.
what? You could do that.
So I have. I'll show you how much I have done. Oh my gosh!
You could. You know somebody that does embroidery, sewing embroidery, to
Touch
embroider a name? That would be cool.
So I'll be able to keep pretty much all of that white section.
Yeah.
I just was, once I looked at those dimensions today, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna add a couple more rows over or columns over here. But yeah, that's the design process. Oh, I was going to show you how to do a picture. Let's play with that diamond painting, as I have never done that.
I'd like to see you put a picture in and it pixelates it.
Yeah.
That's what I would probably do.
Pull a picture of a cat in there or something. Yeah. I'll show you. One of my cats, just something neutral. Okay. All right. So I'm happy with that general design. I will put something over here to make it look so imbalanced. But the balls look decent. They're not great. They kind of need to move the football down and make it. It's all right. I'm just leaving it. Because you know what? They'll be happy with it. It's fine. All right. So let's say I want to do one. Let's click the diamond painting. Oh, you see a diamond painting right there. So I'm going to click diamond painting. And I'm going to click from picture. Is it focus? It's not focused. Come on. Focus, focus, focus. It says from picture. So we're going to click picture. Now, pulling my pictures back. Oh, it does tap to choose. And I'll show you when you choose the picture. So you click that, and it's going to take you to whatever you've connected with it. So it chose Google Photo me.
Okay.
Okay, so just for fun, I have this. It's a Dory photo. It's that Dory photo. I have enough yarn. Hey, look, yarn. So this is perfect for us, right?
Good colors too. I like the colors. Blue and the black.
I know. I'm
right?
like, I might actually have to make this. So you can see how it kind of pixelated a little bit right in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Get it close so you can see that.
Oh, it's already in the program.
Yep. It pulled it straight in and it put it right in there.
Oh wow. Okay. So then you can tweak it if you want.
Yep. And then when I go to save chart, I can go in there and I can adjust that. Now, how many boxes? Let's see what the dimensions. I could have fixed the dimensions. I didn't.
Yeah. How big does that need to be?
Let's see how many squares it is. It's 150 wide. And they start in the top corner, which is.
Megan, what thumbnail software do you use? I use the Canva.
So it's 141 tall, 150 wide, and that would be these little squares, right? 150 of these little squares, and then 141 this way. No, wait. Oh, sorry, 141 this way and 150 this way of these little squares.
Okay.
But you can, when you're not crocheting, that's fine. But
it's teeny tiny.
It's really that easy, Lori. If you wanted to do your dogs, you got it.
And I know smaller looks better.
Right.
Because I was watching somebody else do that. The bigger the picture is, the more pixelated it looks.
Right. So you can, if I would have from the beginning, but I went ahead and made the chart. So let me go back to my charts. I'm going to ditch that chart. Oops. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to tweak the dimensions before So back to that diamond painting from picture. adjust settings right here. It says adjust settings. So I'm going to click that. Then I can change the dimensions there. So let's say I do, how many is this? I literally don't know.
Well, you know, that might be a good idea because Megan said she just added a picture into hers and it said 16,000 drills. That's a lot.
So I just did 75 in there, and it said my diamond count would be 5,250. That seems actually like a quite sensible number.
Mm-hmm.
But how many did you just say somebody had?
She said, Megan said 16,000.
Whew.
It was a picture she used in her program.
Okay, we're going to just look at that. So see how by making it smaller, it got super pixelated, but I can go in and adjust that. But it's not bad.
Making it smaller made it fuzzy.
It makes it fuzzier because you get more detail when you go bigger. So if I had gone,
but when you go bigger, it's more pixelated.
Go back and delete this. Why is it not reset? Okay. Let's go to 200. Let's go crazy. Let's go to 200. Let's see if that looks more focused. And it does a little bit.
That looks a little better, huh?
Yeah. So
that looks way better.
Mm-hmm. So if I was doing drills, let's see how many drills did it say that was. 37,600 little doodads.
But what's the inches? Does it tell you inches diameter?
It says 20 inches by 18.8 inches.
That's a lot of drills. It's going to be the same drills no matter what the picture is. Depending on
so to compare this one, where is it? This one right here. This Christmas vacation house.
What'd you have for dinner, Bridget?
16 by 12. So what I just made would be smaller than this, or sorry, bigger than this.
And how many drills does that say it has? Does it say at all?
This one was 16 by 12.6. What did I say this was? 20 by 18.8. I have no idea how many drills are in here.
It doesn't say? Lego sets say how many Legos they have in them. The big ones have thousands.
Well, they give you so many extra.
I guess it's just a math problem because they're all the same size. Once you figure out how much is in a square inch, you can figure out all of them.
Okay, it is telling me the
math teacher.
Yeah.
It's math.
Have fun with that. So it does tell me the gym count back here. It says for this one, 10,823. So that's how many little squares it has.
Okay. 10,000. So that's not obscene.
So, and then this one said 37, because I made it so much bigger or more precise, 37,600. It's all in how much you want to have to adjust the photo.
Yeah, that's true. Because look at the picture you've got there, your lighthouse, and something like that. You want it a little fuzzy. That's what it's meant to be. You know, your Monet. The Monet's the other one. The one on the table.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, it's meant to be a little fuzzy, the clouds and such.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be exactly precise.
Right. Yeah, you can see this, like this cloud section is almost done.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it looks even fuzzier with the drills on it than it did before.
Yeah. But it looks good that way. You don't need the precise lines.
So yeah, a whole different project was created right before you. My husband made what's called home-style chicken stew, so that's what we had. It was very yummy. What did you eat, Lori, or have you eaten dinner yet?
I
I don't
have,
know what's your schedule. So.
well, I made a pot of spaghetti, so I've been eating containers of spaghetti with little frozen meatballs.
You know, what I just figured out. Let's see if this stops the buzzing, guys.
Because it's not buzzing right. Well, I don't know if it's buzzing.
Did
I
that
can
help?
hear it.
If anybody was still hearing the buzzing. Here,
I
let me
wasn't.
see if I do this. How's that sound?
There's a little echo.
So there's an echo. Okay. I'll go back down. Okay. I just realized I had the little fan on underneath the computer, and I wonder if that was what the buzzing was.
That's very possible. It was
That
from the little fan.
Maybe this mic was picking up this fan.
The electronics.
Mic right
Yeah,
here.
it could have.
Right.
That's very
no,
possible.
And then the light. There's the mic.
Because that's never been in any of your other videos.
What's that?
That's never been in any of your other videos. I've never heard that squealing sound before.
No, I think it's the combination. I think it was having this camera and this microphone and the fan. I think it was all of it.
You were it was screaming at you. It said no more.
Okay, yeah. So what I ended up doing, Megan, that finally I think actually fixed it was on the picture of the camera with me. That mic is muted. So this one is the only mute. Sorry, mic that works. More clear the picture appears. Yeah, it's weird. The square drills look a good bit different than a round one. This one's round drills. Round bases. That's what you're talking about, right? Totally possible. I tried to.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So this is the one I've been doing, this mic for the last, well, every time I'm using the cam, but I've never done both. This camera and that camera.
And see, now you know you can do them both.
But I'm doing both. Yep. And not using my phone, which I always had an issue with. Hey, I don't want to have to necessarily use my phone for that because today my whole thing ended up being on my phone.
Yeah.
And now you can all see how I'm glad I got to share that with you because you got to see my whole process and how I think about things.
It was nice to see how that works instead of just going in blind and not knowing anything.
Right. Right. And now you know exactly, you have all those options of how it's designing for you, which is so nice. I love stitch fiddle, and until tonight, I did not know it did diamond painting. And then you just have to get something where it would print on the sticky, right? Or is there another way to do that?
Print it out on the canvas?
Yeah, print it on where it's sticky, right? Because it's sticky.
I think you can buy sticky canvas, right? And then do you get one of those light boxes to use? Maybe you tape the stuff underneath it in the light box. Shows I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm sure there's some sort of a procedure to do that.
There's got to be, because somebody, I want to say it's Margaret. I don't see her here, but I got to say it's Margaret. Said he was doing one from a picture of Lake Michigan, I think. But it was from her own family picture. It was like not her. That's what she was working on with the diamond painting. Oh, she got hers on Amazon? Who am I thinking of then? That actually made it from their own picture. Was it Jack? No, it wasn't Jackie, because Jackie's pretty new to diamond painting.
Somebody sent it to somebody and had them print it out for them. Is that what you're saying, Megan? They sent it somewhere and had it done?
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. That makes sense. So hopefully by next week you will see this. And it's a common enough last name. I'm not too worried about that. When I was a tile clerk, I rapidly learned that the last name Brown is actually super common, which is funny because I always thought of Smith or Jones, right? But Brown was more common.
Wow. Brown, Jones. Yeah.
But as a teacher, I do not have that many students with the last name Brown, so I don't know. DP companies offer to make canvases from your photos. DP. Okay. Okay. So it depends on the company. Well, maybe they have more sophisticated tech than what I'm using the free version of. Hopefully. But thank you for sitting with me while I designed. I can tell my head is spinning a little bit, so I probably need to sign off. Let's go. Let's go to this and let me. Mic back on. Is the echo there?
No.
No.
Is the fan off? Maybe we
I turned the fan off.
Oh, the squeal's back.
I turned on another there. That's a little better lighting.
Wow.
Turned on that ring light.
Why does that not come on when you're with Camille?
What's
I never hear that squeal when you're with Camille.
I think it's because I have the two devices.
It's doing it right now.
I think it was using this mic and this mic
Oh,
and the fan.
okay.
I think it's the position of this. And a lot of times, especially if I'm doing an overhead view with Camille, it's my camera, not this.
Maybe that's it.
The sound is back now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me just delete this altogether. Oh, I'll do it over here. Leave studio. Let's see. Did it get better there? Nope, it's still bad. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, oh well. Everybody's saying the squeaky is back. So it is definitely my computer. Okay, and I don't know how to mute that. Is that any better? Is that any better?
What if you used, because I know mine gives me an option to use different microphones.
Enter the studio yet again.
What if you change it to the microphone on the computer instead of the whatever it is? Or do you just have the one thing? Because I have the webcam and the computer, so it could do either one.
Things.
Do you have that option? My computer's the one that's the best. It picks up everything. I don't even have to be close by. It picks up my echo across the room.
Studio, okay. Okay. Oh. Ah. Which one? There.
Technology again. It's
Okay.
always something with
Is it better?
technology.
Is it better? No? Still bad?
Not as bad. That's way better.
Is that still bad?
It was worse. It was all the time. Now it's only a little bit when you're talking. I don't think.
Sorry, I have you really low. So what?
Read my lips.
Yes,
It's
I can sort of do that. You learn things when you teach.
It's not as bad. It's still barely there, but it's worse when you had your mic on.
Let me see if I face the microphone this way. Let's see if that's any better, guys. Now the microphone is over here.
Oh, that's
Let's
better.
see if it's better further away from my computer.
I think
Is that
that's better.
better?
Sounds better to me. Sounds better to me. Can you hear me?
Here, let's go way over here.
Yeah.
To- See, I want this format. Yes. Now Lori's the main.
I don't hear it now.
No new tab. I'm not hearing it now. Okay.
What
All
is
right.
that? Oh, is
Maybe
that a
that's
double?
better.
One double.
Anyway, I was pretty much signing off, but I kind of ruined everybody's ears, and I apologize for that.
No, it's just the technology stuff. It's hard to figure it out when things change.
But yeah, so I know.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead and go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah.
You want to promote anything? Go ahead and promote it.
So like and subscribe if you aren't already. I'm pretty sure everybody that's still here probably was like, "Oh yeah, I'm out of here now." When I make awful again, I appreciate what Frizzy said. She uses that, and I use InShot. But yes, I do use InShot on my phone. 16,000 girls, yeah. So you can adjust. I just took a picture. Oh, interesting. I'm going back and looking. Move things around. We could adjust. Okay. Yes, I did miss you, Bridget. If I wasn't so focused on all the mess, but sorry, don't go. You're not ready for me to go, Tina. I don't know if Camille is doing a live later. She might be. I don't know.
She can't control herself. She has to.
Yeah, she's neurotic.
She was on the other night at 1 a.m. when I got home from work.
Right? Right. She'll do the middle of the night. I know.
I know.
And she told me she gets this need to go live. Like she just feels it. Like, oh, it just.
Well, sometimes it's nice to have somebody to talk to.
Right.
I know she has her husband, but he's been busy.
But he's
I know he should be on all
teacher.
night live. I got nobody to talk to.
She said there's at that late one that she did, the later in the morning one, that one, or kind of almost before sunrise or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She said that one didn't have very many people at it. That had her least number of people, but like her around 1 a.m., like you were saying.
Yeah.
1 a.m. time, lots of people.
Well, when I used to work nights, I would come home at that time of night, and that's when my Australia friends were there.
Yeah.
And that was their morning. It was my nighttime. So they would be getting up for the day, and the ones that didn't have a job or whatever, they'd come and play games with me. So oh, she's there listening.
Oh. We know. We appreciate that. We're saying that we appreciate it because I, for one, am too tired to do it at that time of night. I mean, it's 9 o'clock my time, and I'm like hitting the wall, and I'm like fried.
Oh, you don't even have any kids this week, so you best not be whining about having to go to bed early.
I know, right? I have an appointment at 10 in the morning. That's 5 minutes away. Well, 10 minutes away.
Mm.
So that's not early.
Well, if I don't have to get up in the morning, I've been getting up at noon, which is just perfect.
The good thing about Camille is I know she will not use her phone while she drives. We've had long conversations about it. She absolutely does not touch her phone. My phone, I can talk to it and it can do stuff for me. So.
Well, your phone syncs to the car, right? You can just talk to the car and on your phone, right?
And it just
mine does
I
that.
can say, hey, Google, text, and then my daughter, whichever daughter, or text my husband, text Camille, text Lori, whatever.
Well, I think Siri does that too, but I don't use it. The people at work used to do that. The carriers, they'd be having conversations on text with Siri, and it's like, no, thank you.
Right. The question is, she's got the urge to go live. The question is, are you going live? I know Camille well enough to suspect she's probably going to.
What are you having for dinner, Camille? What's Ryan cooking for you tonight? Or did you stop and get something on the way?
So that's the design that I have
Nice.
changed it to, and my life will be easier. And then I'm
Yeah.
going to put their last name, thanks to Megan's forward thinking. I'll put their last name here. I'll just stitch it on. And Linda gave me, I think it was Linda, right? That said she ties a piece of yarn to the front because corner to corners can be really, like, look at this. Which side is the front and which side is the back? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
You can't tell.
There's people that do that. They put a stitch marker or something on one side so they know where the front is or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I've seen them suggest that.
I'm pretty sure this is my front. So if I put that stitch marker, I'll do it right now.
Well, if you go to the place where
one
you
of the things I
started, isn't your tail on the side on the left
Yeah.
where you started? So you know where the front is?
Yeah. I pulled it up through there.
Oh, okay.
That tail. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That right there. Yeah, that's my beginning. It's already woven in, so to speak. I already pulled it in there.
So then you could, I mean, at this point you could figure out the front and the back because you know where you started.
Yes. Well, I know I started here, so this is definitely the front right here. And especially because I see that tail, I went up the side.
Yep.
And so that's my front. I just need to find a stitch marker.
Oh, Camille, you going to share your sausage with us?
What's that?
Camille had a sausage party.
Camille had a sausage party. Well, sometimes that's exactly what you need. All right.
Ooh, yum.
Sweet potato fries. I love, you know what I super love? I love sweet potato tater tots.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're a little bit sweet naturally, right?
Yeah.
You get the sweet and the salty. All right. And by the way, is the buzzing officially gone?
I can't answer that because I have ringing in my ears.
Megan and Bridget, is the buzzing actually gone?
What do you guys hear? Because I hear ringing, but that's just me, I think.
Oh, yeah, I feel you. I literally look at my hands. What's really funny is if I'm silly and I do that, because then they're both L's. Right?
Sam is here. Hi, Sam. I didn't see you come in.
Yeah.
I think the ringing's probably done. That ringing problem is done, probably.
Yeah, so it's something this mic I didn't set up properly. I feel like my lighting is really
You know what? Try to duplicate it next time, and I bet it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. Try to make
you
it
still
happen.
hear it a little bit. Okay. See, I would turn this light off. Oh, I can feel. Yeah, see, it's hot. I need to plug this fan back in.
Sometimes microphones will pick up electronic noise. It could be, it's got to be what it was doing. Picking up electronic noise.
Yeah. Oh, I hear this computer right now, and I don't usually hear it.
Is it getting warm? Do you have an extra fan on it?
I did just plug the fan in. Let's see.
Because my other one was getting hot, and I had to get rid of it because they fixed it and it still started getting hot again. So the heat sink had worn off on the inside.
Yeah, I'm sorry if it's still there. Oh, that's funny, Sam. You thought she was because of the schedule she keeps. Nope, she's in Texas. But I totally get why you thought that because of when she comes on. I 100% get it.
Yeah. I was thinking about coming on and doing like a pajama party when I get off work at 1, but I just don't feel like it. Right. I'm tired. I don't want to perform on YouTube.
Well, especially after you've been working, right? That's why Tuesdays mostly work for you because you haven't worked.
I haven't worked, and don't work till tomorrow night, so it works really well.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We have that here at Home Depot.
Yeah, Home Depot, huh?
We do have that
We
here.
did. I don't know if they have it here or not. They have a lot of well, they used to have a lot of Mexicans. I don't know if they've shipped them out or not. They might have gone and rounded them up. I don't know. I'll have to drive by and look.
Yeah.
See if they're still there. They just have to take a bus
Or
over there and pick them up.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, Sam, Camila is in Texas. Thank you for coming in. What time is it there? I know it's already Wednesday there. What time is it in the morning over there? Or is it midday? Is it the middle of the day? It's the middle of the day, isn't it? What time is it, Sam?
Is it like 16 hours ahead, I think, or something like that?
Yeah, because I know when I was on knitting with, okay, it's 3:30.
It is afternoon.
So
Okay.
it's 9:30 p.m. where I'm at. I'm in Colorado.
So you go backwards like 6 hours or something, and then that's what time it is tomorrow in
yeah, that's
Australia.
what it is.
That's what it is.
So 24, 18 hours difference.
Yeah, you go backwards. You'd
Yeah.
think it's faster backwards, but
Yeah,
tomorrow.
crazy. Let me go to this format. I know that's just.
I gotta move again.
Oh, my
Okay.
stuff. Let's
Y'all
see.
want to see what I'm making?
Yes, let's see what Lori's doing.
See what I'm making. I'm making the unique stitch designs is the creator of the month for March, and I went through to see what they have on their playlist for Crafting Kitty, and there was a single corner to corner, single crochet corner to corner, and it's freaking interesting because it's just you start at the point and you just do single crochets and do 2 on each end, and it keeps getting bigger. Well, now I'm making it smaller. I'm going to make a pillow. So what I did normal the first half, and the second half I'm doing back loop only. So the second half will have the ribbing on it, and it'll probably be about an 18-inch pillow because I think I'm going to make another half with the blanket yarn and put a pillow form inside of it is what I'm going to do. But yeah, I was just sitting here and I thought, well, that sounds easy. A single crochet corner to corner. Yeah, it is. Any size you want.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to switch us for a second, and this is what I was working on, and it's going to show up in my Tackle It Thursday. It was going to be a sleeping bear corner to corner. However, when I re-looked at my design, I was like,
Nice.
nah, I'm not doing that.
Hi, Shannon.
Yes,
I can see you.
And so what I did instead is I showed people how I design on Stitch Fiddle, and this is now the design that I'm doing. And there's this big space because I'm only going to pull out some of that. I'm only going to frog a section of that. And I'm going to put the last name of the baby that's about to be born. I'm going to put the last name there afterwards because I'm going to keep as much of that as I can and only pull out these.
And you just showed up. She did a nice tutorial on how to make a graph on the Stitch Fiddle program on her phone.
Right. I actually went through how to use Stitch Fiddle, how you can do it yourself, how you can do it from a photo.
How you fix mistakes.
You can do a diamond painting picture. Yeah. Oh, hi, Tina. Yes.
Hi, Tina.
I don't know if I can see all of them, but I see you now. I've seen you a few times. I don't know. Have you been chatting a bunch and we've missed it? But yeah, I'm very happy that I abandoned this because it was supposed to be, this wasn't even a third of the way done. And this blanket would have been giant. So I'm like, So my Tackle It Thursday is going to be really interesting because it's going to show this at the beginning. And then I will show I will show pulling. I will film pulling out what I need to pull out.
What's that plastic stuff you got hanging on it?
Say
Is
that
that
again.
what's that plastic thing you got hanging on it? Is that your ball of yarn inside the tube?
Oh. This is because what I do is I don't like to recycle or put stuff in the trash. So this is an Unstoppables for my laundry detergent that then I cut open and like melted the edge so it doesn't catch or anything. Now I could pull it through. I can push it in and pull the yarn through,
Okay.
but I didn't think of it until before.
So you're using it for a yarn ball
The yarn
thing.
ball is in there.
Okay.
I just clip that to my project.
Definitely not ignoring you, Tina.
Say it again.
Tina thinks we're ignoring or thought maybe we weren't seeing her stuff, but I know we weren't ignoring you.
Oh yeah. No, I
we
think
just might not
there was
have
a
been.
section where it was like the chat was moving really quickly. And I think we did miss some of your messages. Not that they weren't there, but I think it just got
They might have cycled through before we had a chance.
Shannon can't see Tina. So you don't, Shannon, you cannot see Hooking Good Creations by Tina? Interesting. You can't see her in the chat?
Oh, me and Tina must be friends. Just kidding.
The last thing before that was about the ringing.
I saw her say don't go. She said don't go. And then
yeah, we saw her say don't go.
And I'm looking to see if there's more up here. She said hi to Liz. That showed up. I can see that. Liz showed up. What
all I see of, and I'm sorry, my lighting is absolutely atrocious tonight.
We were having issues with the sound too for a while, I think, and that was a problem.
I saw Sam say it was 3:30 p.m. in Australia. What big city are you near? And so you don't have to say too much, or is it easier to say state, Sam, in Australia, or what works? There you go. Tina. I don't hear ringing. Okay. Man, yeah, I think it just, some of them just got buried in there.
I think it was when we were distracted with the dumb.
And I was definitely distracted.
I'm sorry about that.
For sure. And trying to get the ringing gone. Oh, not Fairy Tina. Hooking Good Tina C. Yes. It's the chat is going slow enough, and I'm not fiddling around with this anymore.
No, I don't see Fairy Tina.
I hope what I ended up showing you with Stitch Fiddle is helpful to some of you that might want to use that to do your own designs. It's got lots of options. It's got cross stitch. It's got import your own photo. It's got I completely designed it on my own. I did a blank graph, and then I could create the dimensions I wanted.
And it automatically saves it. That's a good thing.
Laundry's relatable. See? I've got laundry with me, right? Not really. My Unstoppables light. Like I said, I
bet it smells good.
Plastic as yarn containers. I just wasn't thinking before, or it would have gone through the top there. Oh, the cat. Or it would have been coming through the top there. But that's also why I smoothed it down. Screw that back on. But yeah, because I'm kind of neurotic about that stuff. I don't, if I can reuse instead of, oh, me too, Shannon. My husband does all the cooking. He does the laundry. And yet he's the one with the job, technically 2 jobs. It's all right. I'm super spoiled. I'm super spoiled. But I can actually get some crocheting done this week. I'm so excited because I only babysat my grandkids today, and that's it for the week. I love them. I love them so much. But it's like at this point in my life, I have so many other things I'm trying to do. And I have like 4 doctor's appointments this week because I always do. I know Lori relates. Like so many dang appointments. And not one of them is the chiropractor, but it should be. A funny thing about that left and right thing, if I really have to stop and think about which one's left or right, it usually means I'm out of alignment. Like today, I know this is my left without like looking. Now, when I'm looking, like if I look in the cameras, I get myself all discombobulated. But if I was like, okay, sincerely, I have to look at my hands. Okay, then I know, oh, I need to go see my chiropractor, whose name is actually Dr. Hug, which I love. But
So how does your brain disassociate from your hands?
say it again.
How does your brain disassociate from your hands, not knowing which one's left and right? How does that happen?
I don't know. I don't know. It must be something
A
like
neurological thing?
we'll describe it as brain fog. I don't think it's that, but
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, I had my last visit on Friday. Insurance isn't paying for anymore, so I don't get no more visits.
I feel you. Do you think it helped?
Oh yeah, yeah. It
Oh,
definitely
good.
helped. But
Okay.
if I go back in
Well,
tomorrow, he's gonna try to sell me a car again. So I've already made up my
Right.
excuse. Tell him I have to wait to see what my taxes are before I can make a commitment. So that's it.
my dental work and the animals' dental work is all coming from taxes. We did our taxes. We are literally getting a refund tomorrow or the next day
Oh,
because we
good.
already did them because of all the dental work. Once we ran them and we're like, okay, that'll cover I was the cheapest. The cat was the next cheapest, and the dog was the most expensive.
Wow. Every time I got my dog's teeth done, it was like $700 or $800 for Cujo.
And that was just cleaning.
No, that was dental extractions.
Okay.
He had teeth pulled
Yeah,
out
no,
because he
dog
had bad
two
teeth.
extractions and it was $1,500.
Oh my God. Well, he's
And
small.
the cat was one extraction and I want to say $1,100.
Oh wow.
And then I was only $900. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, Shannon and Tina. If I send my husband to the grocery store, yeah, dental care is outrageous. It totally is. Whether you're a person or an animal. Because the animals have to be put under anesthesia. That's why they're so expensive.
Way riskier.
Yes, I knew what you meant, Tina. I knew the expense. You were talking about grocery shopping. So my husband's really good about sticking to a list, so much so that stuff that we forget to put on the list might not get purchased. So we do tell Alexa has been a lifesaver because we tell Alexa, I don't have an Alexa up here, but I tell Alexa, add this to the list. And I know, and I'll tell him if he's at the grocery store, I say, can you check the list? Because he'll just try to do it from memory still, the goofball. But again, I have no place to complain. He's the one with 2 jobs, not me. I'm retired. With 40, or yes. Yes, Megan, I have also done that with when I know I'm in the place where I'm like, I'm just going to go and buy everything I want to buy, and we don't have the budget to do that. That particular month, I will do a grocery store order.
Well, I don't want other people picking out my bananas, and I don't want them
Produce,
picking
I
out
won't
my
order that
bags
way.
of lettuce.
I will not order produce that
You
way.
know, I can't do that. I like the green bananas.
Yeah.
And nobody will get green bananas. They want you to have brown, but ripe bananas. I'm like, I don't want ripe bananas.
Right. I have to basically not be feeling well to not do it. Usually we go together, but if he is just running on his way back from wherever he is, like the other day, I wanted taco salad. I don't remember if that was last Friday or Saturday. And yes, the greener bananas. That's exactly yeah. And they don't generally grab the green ones if you ask them to.
No.
Yeah.
They were so green at the store last time I got them. It was like a totally different color. It was so green. They were barely grown. They were so good.
So you had to wait.
I did wait a little bit for those, and I still have one left that I can't eat because now it's brown. I got to make.
So Megan, something interesting about the migraines. It's probably the fluorescent lights. I have special glasses that I put over, and I'll type it in, that I put over my glasses if I'm going anywhere there's um fluorescent. It says Optica, but it's supposed to be optics. Axon optics. You put them over your glasses if you have glasses. If you don't have glasses, you can get really cute ones and not the lame ones I have. But
That for the lights?
seriously fixes the fluorescent light problem.
Oh wow.
100% fixes it. Because it even has over the top and on the side. So if you have that kind of light sensitivity, or it's triggered by fluorescent lights, which I'm betting that's the issue. I'm not saying I'm that you need to start going to the store. Online shopping has a lot of advantages, or the delivery for grocery store, but if you find that all stores are triggered, I would put money down that it's fluorescence, and Axon Optics will minimize the trigger. I can't say it's 100%, but I get headaches. Camille and I talked about this the other day on the phone. I get headaches. I have migraine symptoms literally every day of my life. It's just the levels. Tonight, I'm mostly good. I'm starting to feel it. Let's see if we can see it. Do you guys see that this eye is droopier?
Yeah, I can see it today.
That's
Yeah.
an indication that I'm headed that direction. So
Oh, so
I
you need
do
to
probably
go.
need to get going, and then Camille can go on her life because Irlen syndrome. Yes, I know all about that. So colored glasses, check Axon Optics. They might actually have Irlen syndrome. The color, yes, it is a processing thing. My youngest stepdaughter has that, so I know all about that. Yes. So, but I feel like Axon has that too, or Google, because I feel like they have special lights for that. But anyway, because my eye's getting droopy, and you can actually see it tonight. You can see that this one's like hanging down lower than this one. That means I really need to be done. But how do you have yours set up right? Okay. Seeing you talk in your workspace. Okay. So this is a webcam. This is my laptop. And this is going through a different email that I invited, or I sent the link. So this is my webcam. This is my computer camera through my regular email, through my YouTube channel email. That's not my YouTube channel email. This is my webcam through a different email that I invited. And then, yeah. So is that what you were asking, so that you can understand how you're seeing this and this?
You have two emails, and you sign into StreamYard on each of them. Then you have two cameras. You can't do it unless you're a paid account. And this is the only way you can do it
on
for
YouTube
free.
Too.
Yeah. Oh,
I can
let you do that.
You can have two people on YouTube. So if I was going through my mobile, if I was going through my phone, but I needed my phone tonight. If I was going through my phone and let's say this camera, or my phone and the webcam, I could do the same thing. I would have to, actually, I don't know if I could do.
Do you mean do a live with two of them?
And
do a live with two of them on the same account?
You can do a live with two people on YouTube.
No, but on the same account. You can't do it yourself on two. It can be two people live, not the same.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm thinking about that. I think I have to go through. I know Jill has been using Restream, so I need to look into Restream as well.
Now,
now I'm using StreamYard.
If two people in the same household each have an account, you could do it with both of those accounts. Like maybe Jada might do it, or Thrift and Stitches might do it. If each of them have a YouTube account, you could do it with two. Yeah.
Right. So this one is not associated with a regular YouTube account. The email I used here, like I have logged into YouTube with that, but it's not associated with a channel per se.
So that's just another person joining the stream. And it just happened. That's just another person joining the stream. It just happens to be in your house. And showing you. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. So if your husband, because I know your husband watches, like he could, you could have his email signed into the webcam or whatever you might have. I do also have this microphone that created some challenges with this setup tonight, but it's been great up until tonight. That's why this one is muted.
Right, Megan, what she said.
Sound.
But you have to have use two
Yes.
emails to do it.
Camille, if you are here, please let us know if you're going to go live. She was getting the itch to go live.
She's listening.
I don't have the webcams. Oh, okay. But understand what you're so no, you could do this with your phone though.
Yeah.
You could have some kind or your iPad. Don't you have an iPad or something? So if you had a way to like hold it up, like and put it on your work, and that you could stream from your phone or your iPad and then your laptop.
I have an old phone that still works.
One of the devices would just have to be
you can do that.
Another thing, if that makes sense. So I bet you could film your work through your iPad and then you through your laptop. Play with it and see what you can do, because that's honestly how I figured it out. I figured it out by okay, that would be grainy. Okay.
I might try that with both of my well, no, I have another account
webcam.
too.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I spent $25 on this, maybe 30.
Your webcam?
And it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I like.
And my husband bought me the microphone, so I don't know how much that was.
Hey, Five Below has electronics. I don't know how good they are, but they have some stuff there. I go there.
Get an iPad holder, yeah.
Look and see what they've got.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad I could help you, Shannon, with a whole different thing. Again, a lot of this I just figured out by accident.
But you need two emails to do it.
To log in with another account, and I was glad.
Because we're on the free StreamYard.
Need to do that, right?
Tonight. If you pay for your StreamYard, you can do it. But if you have the free one, you have to use two separate emails to
right.
Yeah.
Got bored. Yeah, I feel ya. Also, bubble or make the hands big and have the yes. So I can switch this by drag and drop. Let me get the microphone out of there. So you can do that.
Do you want to see what I can do? Yeah, I can take my webcam and put it face down over my keyboard on my computer. Just take the webcam, hook it to your computer if you have one, and you can put it anywhere, face down, face up.
So Bridget, you're gonna have to tell us more about that. Tell us
yes,
more about
you
that,
are, Missy.
Because
we don't know how to do that. Where's my? There we are.
Should I send you a link real quick, Bridget? Are you available to come on screen and talk about this? Because I'd love to turn off my lights and just be here, but
you access a StreamYard through your email link, depending what device you're on.
Okay. On one account, really?
You just follow the link and it lets you on? I should try that. I have a link on my phone. I wonder if it lets me go on with my phone.
Yeah, do it. Try it.
Let me try it. If I follow the same link.
And then I'll add you to the studio if you... Yeah, you're available. Okay. I will email you the link. Let me go over here. Okay. Forward.
Oh gosh, it wants me to use Safari because I'm on iPhone. There it is. Okay.
Okay. I sent it, Bridget. Let's see if you show up in another spot, Chef. Because I can have up to 6, so we're gonna just play with this for a minute.
Hey.
Just mute your computer. That's what I had to do. I had to mute this. Is it letting you in, Lori?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not seeing you yet, but
I have to put my name in.
2 years on my channel. I haven't used my app out just for your iPhone. Yeah. There, yeah, see. So there you go. So Lori's there twice.
Well,
Oh, let me mute you. There.
I muted me. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. I just followed the link on my phone, the link on the computer. And
yeah, and then I just had to mute that. Oh, and here's Bridget. There, yeah. All right.
Hello, hello.
You are there. We can hear you.
Wow.
we're
Now,
all
see,
here.
if this was my
go ahead.
live,
Let me make you big.
Yeah, let her big.
so if this was my live, right, I would go into StreamYard via my computer, and then I just go on my on my cell phone, pull up Chrome, I type in StreamYard, and it literally, as soon as I type in the StreamYard, it will enter me into, or I go and I enter the studio, and it puts me up on the screen right away with the phone. But now with the laptop, I have to go down and actually click my picture and add to stream.
Okay.
So I can control my StreamYard via my laptop and keep like my picture from the laptop off the screen and only show the phone. Or I can do both my hands and my face. As long as you mute the sound on your computer and mute your mic on the computer, you shouldn't have any feedback. You will hear all your sound and talk through your phone.
Okay. Thank you. So it sounds to me like let me some my echo. It sounds to me like Shannon would be potentially able to do her iPhone and maybe her iPad, right?
Possibly. I'm not
Not as
100%
confident about
sure,
that.
only because, like, the phone, if I'm on with the phone, right? This was a learning curve. I had to figure it out because I tried muting the mic and the sound on the phone. You cannot do that. It still plays through the phone and you will get really bad feedback. So how it works, like 2 phones or an iPad and a phone, I'm not 100% sure. They would have to play with that.
Okay. Yeah, because I muted Chef Lori's phone, but kept her computer up. But maybe I muted her on both actually. Now my computer, when everybody was saying the buzzing, it was the computer I needed to mute that. Like you were saying.
Right.
So it's okay that I'm through this mic here, but I'm having to do that through that other account.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how it, I've never played with like us.
I think Shannon, your iPhone. What do you think, Bridget? Your iPhone and your computer, as long as you said your computer's camera is crappy, right? Did you say that?
But what she could do potentially would be use the computer just as like your control panel, and then use the 2 separate devices, but you'd have to play around with it. I don't know how close you'd be able to have them. Maybe if you had like one a good bit away seeing your face, and then the one that you want on your hands or whatever closer, and keep the volume very, very low on the further one. That might work, but you'd have to definitely play with it.
Okay.
Because I think it's
move your cell phone, Chef Lori. Do you want me to remove your cell phone, Chef Lord? Oh, I forgot. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I think that's everything. I removed myself because I wanted to turn off the light. So it's just this camera, my webcam. But yeah, if you're Shannon, if you're wanting to do your hands and yourself, that's the way you could do it for sure. And Camille, what's the holder thing you have for your phone? Because it's much more stable, right? You have something where you can move the camera, the phone around pretty well. Sorry. Is that right, Camille? Let me with both hands. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be great. Oh, hold on. Let me unmute you. Oh, you must need to unmute your mic. I keep trying.
There we go. I muted myself.
So I think Bridget, the ring light holds the phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you do? What holds the phone, Bridget?
Oh, I have several different things to hold my
Okay.
phones.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
The first one, if I'm just doing, sorry, if I'm just
I like that
doing,
one.
and it goes up quite a ways. I bought a pack of 3 because I take a lot of pictures of my bags, and I needed to be able to point light where I needed it to get less shadows. But it extends quite a bit, and this, of course, rotates and fits a rather large phone, But my favorite one for when I'm doing my hands is actually this tripod. And it's got an extending arm. And then
that's
you
awesome.
can face down. Or you can rotate that and face up, straight out, however you want. This was like $35. And again, it stands quite a bit taller, or it shrinks all the way down. The only thing is, like, if you have a heavier phone and you put it out like this, once you get that phone on there, you're going to want to put like weights and at least two of the legs, because it will come forward on you.
Yeah.
How do you look at your hands while the phone is in the holder?
All right. I would sit like this. And then I put my camera like this here. Yep. I can crochet right here, and it gets a perfect visual of my hands, and I can see around the camera or through it. I generally look around it, or I have my hands like this, and it's just barely covering up where I can see, so I can work right here pretty easily.
Okay. That's a hard part, is to see what you're doing while you're recording. That's hard.
Right. This one's not too bad. It's the best I've found. I do have another one. I'll grab that real quick.
Yeah, I'm going to want to know what the name of that is. I'm going to go to my Naughty Bot real quick and actually add. Where is it?
All right. Where did I?
I want to add. Maybe it's regulars. I forgot. Where do I go? Shoot. On Naughty Bot to add moderators.
Okay, so I also have this one. This again was $35, but I'll tell you, don't buy this shit.
Good advice.
Thank you for the honesty.
Like, I mean, it's got little hex bolts that you're supposed to be able to tighten it down so it don't move. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. You can't tighten it down tight enough where it's not, like, you got the weight of the ring light, you've got the weight of your phone, it's gonna bloop. Halfway through your tutorial, you're going to lose your dang thing. It's going to irritate you more than anything. So,
So what's the brand of the nice one you had there with the extender arm?
I'm not 100%
Okay.
sure on the brand. It doesn't have. It might have it on the bag. Let me.
Oh, but good night, Kimberly. Thank you
night,
for hanging
Kimber.
out. Hopefully you got
go.
something good information about it.
There we go.
Something. So much going on tonight.
There we go.
Okay.
It looks good. Okay.
Yeah, and it like
It looks good.
it comes apart real easy, and you can take it with you. You know, if you're gonna do, like, I go outside sometimes and I'll record myself spinning while I'm outside. You know, because it's
Nice.
beautiful out there. So,
Has anybody used a box type thing where you just lay your camera on the top and then put your hands inside of it and then look at what you're doing on a different device?
I considered that, but I did not go that route.
yeah, I don't
Okay.
think that would. I don't really even like looking through the device because I know I'm seeing exactly what I'm doing, but it's not because you're not seeing exactly when you're doing it because you're seeing the delay of the camera. And it's
Yes.
not much of a delay, but it's enough where your brain has a hard time. I think maybe if you did it a long time, you'd be all right.
Yeah.
But at first, getting used to that it felt a little wrong to me.
Huh. I have to practice doing something.
Well, in this room here, I use
Sorry,
of
guys.
course all LED or not LED, the new style lights, and I use the daylight bright one. So this room is like crazy bright. But like I said, I have 3 of these tripods with a light on them. So if I'm having a time, and instead of ever using any kind of colored background, I always go and get like a new piece of white tag paper or poster board paper. And I always use white. And it's a good idea when you're making tutorials to not use dark colored yarn. The dark colors, even like the dark blues, the dark reds, the dark purples, all of that is harder to see than a bright color. I know we don't want to change the color of our project to do a tutorial, but if we're doing just a stitch sample or just getting them started, use the bright colors because they're going to be able to see it a lot easier.
Backgrounds too. Whatever's behind your project makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. And yes, Tina made a comment. I don't know if you saw it, Bridget. It's back a ways. I was trying to figure out.
Well, thank you.
You're not wearing a crown tonight. It fell off.
Okay, so I was messing around with Nightbot trying to remember where the heck to put moderators, and I cannot remember where to do it.
It's on YouTube, not Nightbot.
Because I thought I had you added, Bridget, but I clearly don't because I don't see your wrench.
No, I didn't have a wrench in yours.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I did. Do either of you remember where it is?
You got to go to your YouTube chat and then click on
it's in my YouTube?
your YouTube
Oh, okay.
chat and then click on her and you can add her.
Not in the Nightbot. It's in my YouTube.
No, it's YouTube.
Okay. Okay, well,
Camille, honey, I don't know if you have any managing mods, but managing mods can actually block people on your behalf. So if you're not seeing Tina, I mean, it could be shadow banding. So I'm not saying that someone did this, but if you're not seeing her, you might want to check your block list because if someone's a managing mod, they can actually put them on your permanent blacklist.
Oh. But then it would be in your block list. It would show up in your block list. Okay.
Right. But if they're not in that block list and you still can't see them, more than likely it's a shadow band issue. And if in a situation like tonight, if Camille can't see Tina, Lori, if you make that person that can't be seen a mod, they'll be able to be seen.
Okay.
So, but just as a word of advice, just make sure you make everybody that you don't trust 100%, that you know that they know exactly how you want them to handle the situations.
Right.
Just make them a regular mod.
Yeah, the managing mods can go in and actually edit your videos and things.
Right.
That's
Right.
not a good idea.
I mean,
found
it
that
does help in certain situations, like if you have a major attack of trolls, the managing mod can go in and put like the subscriber only mode on, which will help the trolls not be able to get in. So there is a really there's good things to having managing mods and there's bad things. So just always just make sure
They
you
have to
trust that
know.
person.
So
Now,
Shannon,
Bridget, me and Shannon have an
We've been
issue.
working on that for months.
Shannon is a moderator on my account.
Mhm.
I can't see her on my channel. I can see her when she's on other people's channels. All right, now I can see her. But she's a mod and I'm a member on her channel and we cannot see each other on each other's lives.
That's got to be a YouTube shadow ban thing.
I
Which
know.
they're going to tell you if you call them, they're going to tell you there's no such thing. They're
course.
lying.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody knows about shadow bans and nobody knows why it happens or how it happens. Or
Mel and I have been dealing with this for quite a long time. Mel's, one of my best friends. We're both on each other's channels. She's a member on mine. I'm not a member on anyone's just because of the money of it.
Right.
But, like she's been a member forever. She's a moderator on my channel. And I, again, like you, Lori, I can't see her.
Mm-hmm.
That's so frustrating.
But it's a real thing because if you Google it, it's out there. People are talking about it because I've looked.
And I don't know if you've had any of this happen yet, but there are certain people that comment on my videos. They are not blocked because I have all of one person in my block list, but I can't see them commenting on my videos. Other people can see them commenting on my videos. I can't see it.
Me and Shannon can comment on each other's videos, but we can't reply to each other. We can only heart the comment. That makes it even more strange.
It's crazy. Such a pain. Because it can really, make someone like feel a little butthurt, like, why do you talk to everybody else, but you're not talking to me? What did I do to you?
And we used to have a lot of fun. Now we can't even have any fun unless we're on somebody else's channel. We can't even see each other. It's just ridiculous.
Right.
We don't have fun anymore.
Right. Because you're actually on there, you can see her in the chat here, right, Lori?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I can see her on YouTube, but I can see her in StreamYard.
Right. You can see her StreamYard.
Let me go see if I can see her in YouTube.
Too, right, Bridget?
Yeah.
Right. Well, at my
see her on YouTube.
Party, this last in January, my birthday party, like I said, I have one person on my block list, and that person was able to come into my chat and chat.
Really?
While on my block list.
That's
until
crazy.
One of my managing mods reblocked her again.
Ugh. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's why all that sour look came across my face while I was doing that live. That's why.
And yet you can't see Mel, who is one of your closest friends. That's so annoying.
Yep. Yeah, it's
so weird. Well, but at least now Tina and Camille and Tina know that there's something weird going on there because all of us can see Tina, but apparently Camille cannot. So crazy.
Oh, this is weird. It's asking me to verify it's me 3 times before
Google
it lets me.
blocking only works.
Oh my God.
One account.
Weird.
Or you have to select it. Okay.
And there's also another thing that you can actually do, like a forever block through your YouTube, not through your YouTube, through your Google account. So go to your Google account and check in there too, because if they get blocked in your Google account, you won't be able to see anything that they make on any name that they make it anywhere.
Okay.
So, cause you can do like it's called hard blocking.
Hard blocking. Okay.
Yeah. So like
I just-
if you hard block someone, you won't have to see them on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, any of that.
Huh. Interesting.
I just had to verify it was me three times to log into to chat. What the hell happened? I don't know. This is crazy.
It's so weird.
Crazy
It's
pants.
so weird that it's specifically Camille and Tina.
Right.
Because Tina's been on a live with the two of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tina's been in Camille's live quite a few times, and
Yeah. Bizarre.
Okay, now I can't see Shannon because I logged into my account in your chat. Now I can't see her.
Okay.
I wasn't logged into my account apparently. Now I am, and I can't see her. So there you go.
But you can see her on StreamYard still, right?
I can see her on StreamYard, but I can't see her on YouTube.
Oh, that's so crazy. It's
So that means
crazy.
I can only see her if I'm in a StreamYard in the managing part of it. And she's in there with me. We can see each other fine.
right.
Yeah. Well, at least you can see each other's content. I guess there's that.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't make it less annoying.
It
But
wouldn't let me chat with you unless I was logged in. It made me verify myself 3 times.
I see.
So I couldn't even get into the chat. You're just going to have to change your settings so I can get in there and chat.
Yeah.
I could be a troll. I could just be a troll and just chat however much I want.
Right. Right. Definitely.
Anyway, well, that was all super helpful. Hopefully, all the stuff before Bridget came on was helpful too. But I think
Oh,
Bridget,
yeah.
a lot of us
Great.
want
That's
that
very
specific
helpful.
tripod.
No, it doesn't work, Camille. It just,
I don't know. I'm gonna play with the mods later, but I'll make sure. I'll make sure that Bridget gets a wrench because she's in all the time. So I usually
I'm not a
only
very
do
good mod.
Tuesday
You
night.
know, I try, but I'm not a very good mod. I'm always too busy to look at the screen.
Oh, you're too busy. Okay, so it's best just leave it as is.
I mean, if you want to add me, you can, but I mean,
The reason
I'm
I would add
honest,
you
I'm not a good
would
mod.
more be so you can like drop your link to your website and that kind of stuff. That's really
Okay,
why I would
that's
want. Is
fine.
that approved user? Is that good enough?
I think so, yeah. I think.
Okay, we'll try that. Oh, now you can see Tina. So whatever you just did worked.
what'd you do?
So what she did, what Camille said she did, she removed all mods, then re-added them as approved users. I do agree with you, Camille.
Yeah, you very well could be correct, Camille.
It's like something weird in the algorithm that they're trying to screw, which I'm really grateful they have not messed with Camille and I, or Camille and you, or me and Bridget, or me and Lori, or any of the rest of us, but Tina wasn't a mod. That's so weird. Creator Insider. Okay.
We'll write that down and take a look.
Creator Insider with this.
See if they have any information
Lori and
there.
I were collaborating really well, and they broke us up. That's exactly it.
Yes. We were having a great fight. And then now we can't continue our fight. Our fat yarn, skinny yarn fight.
I'm team skinny yarn.
Yeah, you and Shannon.
Yes, your team skinny yarn. Lori and I and Camille are team fat yarn.
We like fatter yarn.
I don't know if you were in here, but I have all the parts to my. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry, I have all the parts to my cardigan
Awesome.
with the blanket yarn with the cover story. I wasn't able to sew them together because my dog, one of the dogs, decided it was a blanket and he was laying on it, and I could not sew it together. So, but it's okay. I will insert pictures of that when I get to that stage. Lori,
Yeah, I'm having that problem
I was
too,
having
Linda.
shorts. I have to be on the computer to comment on Camille's shorts, but I can comment on other people's shorts.
Yeah, I can't comment on Camille's shorts all of a sudden either, or Mel's, or Ray's. It's ridiculous.
That's so annoying.
But this is a 2-ply yarn that I spun up. This is how I like my.
Oh, that's gorgeous. See,
Ooh,
now
that's
that
pretty.
I can handle that yarn, and I love that color.
2-ply.
I can handle that weight yarn. My goal is to be able to micro crochet and use embroidery floss. I want to try it.
This is what I made my dress out of.
Your whole dress was that. Oh wow!
Wow.
What size hook?
A 3.5.
It matches your feet on your wall.
2.5 or 3.5?
3.5. That's why it's so.
Oh, how pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's
Oh
my
my
sweater
gosh.
dress.
So nice.
I figured out how to actually decrease and bring in the neckline.
Nice.
So that was a lot of fun figuring that out.
Fully your design, right?
Yes. I do follow patterns, but especially with wearables, other designers don't know where I get bigger and where I get smaller and what my measurements are. So,
Exactly.
I know more than they do in that regard. So I generally follow myself when it comes to wearables.
Yeah. And Shannon's another one that does a lot of adjusting her patterns for that same exact reason.
Yeah.
But yes, I think Bridget and Shannon have very similar color palette tastes.
And Bella from Bella's Crocheted Gifts actually dyed all this yarn for me. She sent me a yarn advent this last Yule season, Christmas season, and that's what I made this out of.
So nice.
I just made an ugly poncho out of mine.
I'm gonna be dyeing up a royal advent here this.
I thought it was crazy. I liked it.
It's very colorful. Wouldn't have been my first choice, but I finished it. At least I finished it. My new poncho is going to be beautiful.
Now this one, this was a 2-weight yarn, but this one I dyed all the colors. So this was my hand dyed.
Oh, I love that. Is that one? Are those the colors you used on one hank?
No, that's the Royal Celebration box is 30 minis and 1 full-size hank.
Okay, so
It's
those are
something that I do because, for a special birthday, for, an anniversary, something like that, my thing is about making all the ladies, not that men aren't important, but I want all my ladies to know how special and how wonderful and how worth it they are. Because most of us, as ladies, as moms, we do so much for everyone except ourselves.
Right.
And I want to champion the ladies. And so I came up with the Royal Celebration box where you get, it's equivalent to 7 full hanks of yarn. Plus you get a medium bag, a takeout bag, a hook and needle bag, and your notions pouch. Plus little surprise, things in there and whatnot.
I have to get one of those. That sounds fun. I love that pop of color you have in there.
I love it.
The little pop of color in there.
And I put a kangaroo pouch in so you can put your yarn in here and just crochet right out of your sweater.
Yeah, go check her short out where she's.
Somebody else has one of those. Who has that? Lori, don't you have one? Doesn't one of you have a hoodie with a yarn pocket in the front?
Oh, well, my one that says size matters with all the different hook sizes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I have that. It's the same concept, but that's not homemade. My daughter's got that for me off of Etsy.
I think that would be a good project to make one of those.
But I'm trying to figure out how to add that to my blanket yarn cardigan. I will figure something out because obviously I made it really a lacy stitch. So I need something more solid.
Well, if you made the pocket, right, a little more, if you made the pocket part more solid,
Right.
what you could do, you'd have to do some sewing as well as you could make a pocket with fabric and then
Oh, okay.
sew it to the
Oh, that's a
pocket
good
that
idea.
you make and then sew that whole thing
Got it.
to your sweater.
I've lined uh 2 purses before. So that's probably conceptually very similar, right?
Yes.
And I
Yes.
do
Very,
have
very similar.
a little tiny, like where you can handheld sewing machine thing, and then a real sewing machine too. So I'm not an expert by any chance or by any stretch. I literally everything I know about sewing I learned in middle school home ec class.
Oh,
Me
me
too.
too. I made
Yeah,
some real
there you
ugly
go.
stuff. I mean,
That's where I learned how to sew. And I've never watched a YouTube video. I've just figured it out. That's how I do everything, though. I just kind of dive into the deep end head first, and you either sink or you swim.
Yeah. Well, honestly, that's uh, I mean, Chef Lori is the only reason I even have a channel. She was like, she was seeing my stuff that I submitted for NYC, and she says, just go for it. And so I did it. And only recently have I been head first in it, but
yeah, but look at how fun you are.
yes,
We're
Oh, I-
glad you did it.
Heck yeah.
I'm a
We would have
character
never
anyway.
known.
But yes, no, I'm enjoying it. I love it.
Yeah, reading the patterns does help a lot with learning to make like the wearables and sewing. And it translates well to crochet because you get about what shapes you need to
Got
make
it.
to put together.
Right. Yeah, see, I knew Shannon. Shannon, I think you started like a month or 2 months before I did. And for the same reason, yours was NYC. I remember some of your initial lives when there were like 4 people in there.
Yeah.
That's been a long time ago.
Look at her. You can't stop her either. Her
Right.
and Camille, you can't stop them. They're just little
They're
machines
doing awesome.
pumping out them videos,
Right.
having fun.
Right.
Neither one of them seemed near as scared as I was the first 2 years.
Oh, MY.
MYC Mystery Yarn
Mystery
Challenge.
Yarn Challenge is what it standed for.
I had a game for a couple years where people played yarn with each other and stuff. So yeah, I don't do it
remember
anymore.
seeing
Was a lot of work. I had to give it up.
I watched Julie's videos for that Treasures Made by Yarn or Made from Yarn. She did the Mystery Yarn Challenge.
Yeah, she did.
She's
I
so
either got
creative.
yarn
She does.
from her or sent yarn to her at least once.
She does a lot of her own creations too. She does a lot of things.
So my very first video, like right before I recorded, I
Yes.
thought my cat was playing with a toy. No, she had caught a mouse.
Yeah, I
Right
gotta go watch her
before.
first video. I remember it.
Oh my gosh. And so it's really short and I've come a long way.
She's a little distracted in that video. A lot.
But I also spent 24 years in front of teenagers talking at them,
Mhm.
and so for me, like being in front of the camera is almost easier than that. But it's extra nice actually talking to people like this way and not just doing video content.
This way doesn't bother me. I still get nervous recording videos.
Yeah.
Although it's not
okay.
near as bad as it used to.
Yeah.
I try really, really hard not to have to edit them because it's so much faster to get through them. And yeah, that's why I have so many pauses to make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing,
Right.
so I don't have to do any editing. Oh my God. It just takes so much longer.
Well, that's why I talked about hoses way too much in my video today. If anybody hasn't seen it.
Yeah,
Because I don't edit that stuff out. And I'm like, ah.
Well, if you don't say bad words, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah.
I mean, I was being literal. I was talking about the CPAP hose, but it just was not coming out right. But at least I wasn't in front of a classroom of teenagers with that kind of stuff.
Right.
Talking about hoses, yeah, that would have been fun. Yeah, they would have done that.
Yes, but I did stick my foot in my mouth many a time in the classroom too. Just not quite as extreme. But yeah, I just leave it in. I'm like, oh well.
If I tried to be perfect in a video, I would never get another video out because
Right.
I mean, you forget what I'm talking about halfway through the sentence.
Right.
You know?
I had some serious squirrel problems with my video today.
Some of the outtakes are pretty good, even though you leave them in. They're pretty good. You don't
Right.
want it. I was just rewatching one of my videos. My dog was eating my pizza right behind me, and I didn't even notice. It was great. I was laughing watching that. I'm like, oh my god,
Oh my gosh, I
he's
love
stealing
that.
my pizza.
That's fantastic.
Right? I mean,
Anyway. All right. Well, I really should take some meds and chill out.
Go sit in a dark
I
room and
appreciate. Thank you, Bridget, for coming on.
no problem.
Maybe in the comments, like replay, if you could put like a link to that or something.
Okay.
To that tripod, because Camille and I'm definitely interested. I know Camille's interested. Maybe Lori's interested too, so that we can pull it over. Right, we can kind of pull it over and be on top. Way better than what the situation I got going on. So
Yeah, I like it a lot better.
I have some diamond painting stuff, and I thought I might try doing that a little bit and see how it does, because I can't put everything on top of my computer with the webcam, but I can move it away from the computer and put it on over a table, just the webcam,
right, which is what my webcam is. It's over this desk. Yeah. Okay.
And cooking, we won't even talk about the kitchen. You know, that's hard.
Right.
Yeah. Although
Cooking
the extension arm works pretty good in the kitchen too. I've
Yeah.
made soap with the extension arm, and I've done yarn dyeing with the extension arm tripod. Both work really well.
That's good if it doesn't fall over. Yeah, because of the weight.
Yeah. You just got to make sure you have part of the pole, you know, on the other side. So
that's the whole physics thing, right? Just
right. Balancing everything out.
Well, you see it happen once in a while in a video. It's fun.
Right,
it's real. It happens.
I mean, come on. In reality, like someone like, say, Brett Cooper, she's got a whole team of people. She's got people doing the video. She's got people doing the script and the editing and the right? People like us, we are our editor. We are our camera crew. We are the editing crew. You know, so if they expect perfection out of one person, they're watching the wrong channel.
But I like the real people. You know, I really do. I like them better than watching the production, you know, where it's perfect.
I'm the same way. I prefer to see someone real than someone that's being a TV personality.
Yeah.
Right. On YouTube, I want to see real people.
Yeah.
Like if I want to see somebody on TV, I'm going to see somebody on TV.
Right.
That's the difference, right? But
yes. Okay, the Southern goodbye. We got to do that again. Because Lori's got to get a headache.
I'm a Midwestern goodbye. I struggle with goodbye.
Lori's got a headache.
But my body is telling me, what the heck are you doing? Yes.
Yes. Thank you for coming. Thanks for the information, Bridget. It's been great.
Seriously, thank you all. And thank you, Bridget, for joining us. Thank you, Chef Lori, for hanging out the whole time. And
thanks for letting me see Shannon.
I totally changed my plan for the night.
And we'll see Camille later when she comes on. Stay tuned.
So we could address it. So
thank you, Megan, for being here too, commenting, and Tina and Linda and everybody.
And Chuck was here earlier, and Linda, And I want to see that video with the dog eating the pizza. I'm going to have to find that.
You have to watch them all. There's like 200 of them. I don't know. but if you haven't seen the whole thing, watch the replay. Some good stuff happened in the beginning you might have missed.
Yeah, because there's all kinds of different content we covered tonight.
A lot. So I'm gonna go.
You guys are
Thank
the
you guys.
And I will actually say goodbye. Thank you so much for coming on, Bridget. I appreciate it so much.
Oh, it was my pleasure to come up and help you guys out.
Yeah. And then I think Camille's going live here shortly. So, and you probably will
I'll be up at least until the sun comes up.
be working. So. Yeah, that's how she operates too. But I will not. I will be going to bed shortly.
This morning I didn't get to sleep till 11:30. So
yeah. I'm exactly the opposite. Yes, Bridget, thank you. Shannon saying thank you. Yes,
it's my
appreciate all that. All of that is fantastic. It's so much better than what I had to offer.
Well, I mean, we're all at different stages in our learning,
Right.
And I feel it's better to share that information with each other than to keep it for yourself, because I'm not in competition with any of you.
Right.
I want to see you guys go to the moon and back,
Yeah. Yep.
and support and cheer you on the entire way. That's my thing. Like, we don't have to rip each other down. We don't have to compete. We can show each other love and appreciate the talented artists that we are.
That's right. Help each other out and support each other. That's how we grow and build.
Yeah.
So thank you. And I do actually really need to go.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you all for coming. Yes, there's room for all of us. You are so right. And with that is the perfect way to end. We are all different personalities. There's room for all of us, from Shannon, from another year. Love you all. Thanks for being here. Talk to you later.